Alrighty, welcome back to another coaching recording. Do I have your permission to record this and post this on the internet?
Sure.
Perfect. Alright, let's get into this. So we have Vayne versus Jax to start off. You ran Fleet of Footwork. So I need to update my Vayne top document, I'm not gonna lie. It's lethal tempo. It's back to lethal tempo. Fleet of Footwork is not the play, but if you are gonna run Fleet of Footwork in this matchup, it is with Ignite. Because you need the point of the Fleet of Footwork is to get the move. Like every time you have 100 stacks on Fleet of Footwork, you walk up, auto the Jax, and no matter whether he eats it or not, you'll get the Fleet of Footwork movement speed. And the point of the Fleet of Footwork movement speed is that it gives you a massive amount of speed to space the Jax E, and then you immediately start chasing. And then you want to play really aggressive with the Fleet of Footwork procs, and then with Ignite, you can eventually look to kill him. So that is something to keep in mind.
Okay.
Let's see. You ran longsword with refill potion. I need to fix a lot of stuff because I'm baiting a lot of people, I think. This is also incorrect, but if you are going to run longsword, it should be cut down. But it is not worth it into Jax at all to run longsword. You die so quickly. So this is a matchup where you definitely need D-Blade. You go lethal, presence, alacrity, last stand in my personal opinion. And you can go either conditioning or bone plating, but you should always go unflinching no matter what. Alright, let's continue on, and let's watch the actual gameplay. Okay. Good, kite. Yep, kite. Oh. Yeah,
Chance
right there, right there, that was just a mistake right off the rip. So right here, this is fine what you're doing. So you auto Jax, which is good. You need to. So okay. So when someone jumps on you, right? You probably watch. You watched my improvement videos already, correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So right here, Jax jumps on you, right? The jump was here to here, right? So now the line where the spacing and tethering game is being played is like this, right? That's the line. If you break out of that line, think about it like this. In real life, when you're playing tag with your friend, right? And this is you, and this is your friend, right? And your friend is running this way. Are you telling me you're gonna run this way and then this way to catch him? No, you're gonna run this way to catch him if you know he's going there, right?
Right.
This is a very similar concept here, where Jax is running straight towards you to tag you, right? And then you made some immediate like turn, which is fine to do if you have no space left. But you do have space. Look, the space is right here. If you run straight this way, he'll never. Oh, and the friend thing. It's assuming you guys both have equal speed. So very similar concept here. Obviously, there's no equal speed going on here. He has 350 ms, you have 330 ms, right? But you still have to use what you have, which is your tumble and good movement. But anyways, the point is right here, the spacing and tethering game is being played like this. You don't want to immediately hard tumble right because you want to keep moving in that straight line to so that like he never actually catches up to you, right? Like the friend concept I talked about for tag. So you going immediately hard right means he's like still already pretty much on top of you. The only advantage of going hard right is you move away from the brush, so if he continues to chase you, he can't immediately enter the brush. If you play that line that I just explained, he can just immediately go into the brush, which might screw you over a little bit, but I don't think it's that big of a deal because if he goes into the brush, he's off of you, which is fine, right? He's off of you, you rotate over here, last hit, and then you play from here, this pocket over here. And then once he leaves the brush to last hit, you can then maybe rotate back over. Maybe not rotate back over directly towards him, but rotate back over in a way where you're in range to last hit minions, but you're near the brush. And the point of that is that if you're able to auto attack him, the Jax, while he's last hitting these minions over here, you can step into the brush. Boom, back out of the brush. Attack like I do on stream. Back into the brush. Back out, slap, and then he might jump on you, and then you tumble, and then you play the game again. Right? You play the game again. Okay, he jumps on you again. Now the game is this way. Right? So yeah. And then right there, that's auto cancel. That should be you need to auto because it puts your Q on cooldown, which is very important, so you get your next Q. And that was a little bit mixture of lethal tempo. I'm pretty sure you're used to lethal. I'm pretty sure if you had lethal tempo, that auto would have went off. because you would have
Yeah.
one more stack of attack speed.
Yeah.
But that I'm not blaming the runes. It's just that's what happened. You're used to lethal tempo. After that one auto, you adapt your next attack speed. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue on. That's good. That is not good.
Yeah, I think he saw me queue in onto I think the minion, and then he took advantage of that I couldn't.
Yeah. Okay, what you did was actually fine. If this is what was going through your mind, if you said, "Hey, I'm gonna look like an idiot here because Lee Sin's coming in," then that's fine. What you did, the intention has to be there, right? Because Lee Sin, look at his fathom, straight top, right? So if that was that your intention, may I ask you?
Well, I was planning on baiting the jump into
Oh, that was actually your intention. Like you knew the Lee
yeah
Sin was coming, and you're gonna do a stupid Q, right?
yeah
Okay,
yeah
that was
yeah.
good. Good job.
Well, I wasn't like that queue into the minion was a mistake, but I did want to bait his jump, if that makes sense. So like that was stupid. That was pretty stupid.
No.
Wait, no, go forward. Not that one.
I think this is fine. If that was your intention, like that tumble was actually good. The only issue is you didn't pop your
Okay.
refill faster. The refill should have came way before, so that when he actually jumps on you and actually starts hitting you, because he is gonna smack your HP down. That's all I'm gonna say, right?
Yeah, he
better,
did all game
You better
long.
have that refill going. So right now, the refill should go now. If you know you're about to do something stupid on purpose, right?
Okay.
And especially when you don't have D Blade either. Oh my god, you're like so squishy.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you kite back, okay. And then now you pop Ghost and go. And then now, the only question is when will Jax flash ignite auto you because you're so squishy? You see how D-Blade would fix a lot of your issues here? And then the red potion would fix a lot of your issues. You have enough HP. So let's see what happens. So boom. Okay, get ready to flash away. Get ready to flash away. Yep, perfect. Ooh, you're dead.
Yeah.
I guess we should have saw that coming. Not the worst thing in the world. I think the wave's still going this way. So it's still fine. But could have been a little bit cleaner. Refill potion, D-Blade. Well, even if you had longsword, refill potion way faster. And when it comes to the actual gameplay itself, you need to know Jax has one Q, one flash, so he has 2 ways to gap close. So you have to burn both things. You have to burn Ghost, right when he jumps on you with Q, and then you need to try to walk a little bit to get a little bit of distance, then flash, so that his flash would never actually catch up to you. All right, come back. Wave's pushing towards you. Start shaving as hard as you can. And the reason why you shave as hard as you can here, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but there's a small chance you can hold a freeze in this area if you shave it enough. But you don't want to shave it to the point where it's bouncing back. That's bad. Okay. You want to shave it enough where it still can hold here. So that's the general concept. But I don't think it's possible here because you're level 1 Vayne. But you still want to shave anyways. The reason why you want to shave anyways here is because when the wave crashes, you want these minions to do as little damage as possible to this turret. Because you already know once this wave crashes, it's going to bounce back at some point. So you may as well shave as much as you can here. So there's less damage to tower. And if in case, small chance, the Rengar decides to dive you with this wave, and you do die, you at least got a lot of it. That's the reason why. Any questions here?
No, makes sense.
Okay. And I would highly suggest you right now level E. Once you're level 2, right here. If in case that dive actually does come, there's a small chance. If the enemy team is actually good, Tristana rolls top, Rengar rolls top right here. It's actually possible. 3-man. And then that E might help you because you don't really need W, right? You're going to get W anyways once all these die. So you may as well go E. If in case that one play out of 1,000 times does actually happen, you have more chances of survival.
Yeah, I did think of shaving the wave, and that's why I leveled up W so I could shave it a little bit faster.
I don't think.
But I didn't think about the dive. Yeah.
I don't think level 1 W would shave it that much faster. But yeah.
Okay.
I like the energy though. Hey, that was really good. I didn't see that angle. That angle seems very slippery, so I would have never gone for it. Wow, very nice. I would have never done that. I would have just autoed him 3 times, called it a day. Nice. But you do use a lot of mana. That's fine. Alright, wave bouncing back. Look at X wave. Okay, cannon wave. You need to hard shove this wave right here. Why do you need to hard shove this wave? Explain to me. Or why should you? Is the better question.
So when he pushes back, he doesn't have the chance to push it all the way into your tower and your back end.
That is one reason, yes. The main reason is because if you slow push this wave, right, and wait for the next wave, and then the cannon wave rolls up, right? This cannon wave right here, and it rolls up to around here. Realistically, do you want to be standing here for 30 minutes pushing out this cannon wave in this position right here against Jax and Rengar? No. So you do want to try to hard shove in this situation, and that leads to the second reason that you mentioned yourself is that if Jax hard shoves back, at least the cannon will absorb most of the tower, and you'll get back and get the EXP very likely because you have boots. But yeah, you need to be very mindful of this. Look back. Oh shit, cannon, hard jump.
Okay.
It's a little bit hard though. I do admit it because you're level 3 Vayne. But if the opportunity is there and it doesn't look that bad, then you can do it. Ooh, rough. Ooh, rough. Okay. If you know for sure 1,000,000% a Jax E is going to hit you, just E him immediately. Right here. You should have E'd. You already knew you're fucked because your Q was your tumble was terrible, and and he's jumping on you. That E's 100%, 1,000,000% gonna land. You should have E'd immediately, so that he can't get more autos on you. Right there, you got an auto W that was unnecessary. The QE was already necessary. You're gonna get hit by the QE anyways. You could have at least avoided the auto W, which was a really big change to the situation if you took that much less damage. Let's go back. Why'd you tumble here? What is this tumble for? Is this to Pokemon he's blasting a vision?
Yeah, I'm not sure to be honest.
Okay, well, for Jackson, like you do this against a lot of champions like Quinn, Lucian, Jace, right? Where you tumble right when they're going for a last hit, which is smart. I like your energy. That you definitely have done your research on Vayne, but the execution, particularly against Jax, is not the play because if he last hits a minion with his auto, right, he can immediately Q on you right after, right, and he can immediately do a second thing. Whereas other champions like Jace, if you Q forward, but you Q forward in a way where you're at maximum auto attack range and you're still behind a minion, you can tap an auto on him and he can't do anything, right? He might be able to switch to hammer form and jump to that minion, right? But no Jaces are good enough to do that. Lucian, his range is low. Akshan, his range is low. Tristana, the range is low, right? You get the point now, right? But like those champions are fine to do what you're doing right now, as long as you actually Q in a proper positioning. But Jax is not one of them. Unless you're like near a brush or something, or you know you're about to immediately condemn. But the biggest issue here was you actually didn't get the auto, right? You didn't actually get the auto, so you didn't get the reset. And then, remember what happened about playing tag? If you're the person running away, why are you turning? Run straight forever, right? Right here, boom. If you run straight forever, I think you're fine. But then you went like, no. And then you see how Jax caught up to you really hard. Now he's on top of you, and yeah. Was this what happened here? Why'd you go left? Were you trying to click this minion right here that was dying?
I'm not sure. Not sure.
Okay, no problem.
Couldn't tell you what I was thinking at the time.
But remember, spacing and tethering. The last explanation of spacing and tethering on what is required for to play it is the space, the space remaining that you have, and the space remaining that you have is pretty far, right? The line. Sometimes there's issues if you play the spacing and tethering. Like let's say a Jax jumps on you right here, right, like this. Look, you're running out of space. Do you see that? But then here, he's chasing you. You're not running out of space. You have infinite. Not infinite, but like the spacing goes like all the way up to here. You know what I mean? That's where you run out of space. So the most common places you run out of space is a fight like this. You run out of space there. A fight like this. You run out of space here. And then you can see any other walls, right? You'll run out of space at some point. And when you do run out of space, you'll end up having to do that awkward like movement where it's like where they will actually catch you. So that might potentially happen. But yeah, right here you didn't run out of space, so he should not have been able to jump on you. And it's not fine because something bad's about to happen. Oh, you're good. Take a base. Take the L.
Yeah.
Get back onto the map. Wave pushing towards you. Cannon's gonna soak it. It's all good. You're back. Oh, is there a kill angle? Nope. Okay. Perfect. It's not the worst thing in the world. You know what? You know what would have been bad? If you did what you did, but the wave was pushing towards Jax. You did what you did, but the wave was pushing towards you. It wasn't that bad. And he didn't get the crash either. That was beautiful. Before you got back to lane. So you aren't punished too hard for your mistakes. Okay. Let's see. Alright. One non-cannon into a cannon. Okay. This is the worst like scenario possible for stacking up waves. Is when the first wave's a non-cannon and the second wave's a cannon. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay, let's see. Spacing and tethering. You need to... Another thing about Jax matchup is... you need to not depend on your E. You need to try to play with your Q. And in this case, you need to play with your fleet of footwork. So you need to pay attention to when you have 100 stacks. When you have 100 stacks, you can walk up to a Jax and auto him, and regardless of what he do, you will get the fleet movement speed no matter what. Which will give you the movement speed you need to run straight backwards, Q just barely out of his E range, and then chase him after. And okay. But that won't matter anymore because you're now running lethal tempo, so you won't have the ability to run fleet of footwork. I mean, you can if you want, but I don't think it's good. So now in the future against Jax, okay, let me explain this. This might proc something in your mind. If Jax is standing right here and he Qs to you, the Q finishes in probably 0.2 seconds, right? Very fast. If Jax is standing right here and he Qs to you, the Q probably finishes in 0.9 seconds. Does that proc anything in your mind?
As far as what, like the... Wait, can you say that again?
So if Jax is standing right here, okay,
right,
and he Qs to you, it probably finishes in 0.2 seconds. It's really fast, right?
Right.
But if Jax is standing right here, and he jumps to you, it probably finishes in 0.9 seconds, or even 1 second.
So, as a reference to what we're talking about, the
There's no reference to anything. It's just Jax in general. But here, let me explain. So,
it just gives me more time to react, I guess.
Not, yes, technically. Okay, so here's what I'm trying to get at. So, if the further away Jax is from you, the longer it takes for his Q to finish, right? Same as a lot of other champions, Lee Sin, Jarvan, etc., etc. The reason why I'm telling you this is because whenever a Jax jumps onto you, you want him to be jumping at maximum range every single time, so that you have the most time possible to run before he actually reaches your location, right?
Right.
And if that entire distance he's jumping towards you, you're using running away. Even if it's just like 50 units, right? A small amount of extra units, that could be the difference between you dodging his E or not later on. So how we can use this concept in mind is every time we think Jax is gonna jump on us, okay? We want to be moving backwards if possible. You don't ever want to be moving forward. So if you want Jax to jump on you, you should walk forward into him. But you should walk forward into him at a place where you know you're just still out of his Jax Q jump range. And then you're now running away. And as your character's running away, it takes like a split second, right? Not even 1 second, like half a second. That your character is standing still technically, right? When you're turning around to run away, right? And then as you're turning around, the Jax Q is now in range to hit you. Does that make sense? Because it took a tiny split second to turn around because you're now standing still when you're turning around for that long. And then now Jax is now initiating the jump on you as you're running away. Right? As you're running away. And then now he jumps onto you, right? He does that jump. But then you created this much distance as a result. And then now he winds up his E, right? You tumble. And then now you have like, so Jax is here, his E is probably this range right here, right? And then now you have this much buffer range to play the spacing and tethering game. So sometimes Jax will run this way, you need to run this way. If he runs this way, you need to run this way, right? The back and forth. And that is the the what I just explained on you turning around and running and making a max jump at max range is the difference between whether you get to play the spacing and tethering or not against Jax, and that leads all the way back to not depending on your condemns. What I said like 5 minutes ago, right? So that is how you want to play with Jax in terms of baiting out his Q, and sometimes it won't work. And it'll constantly not work. Does that make sense? Because you'll walk up and then you'll do that, right? He doesn't jump. Okay, then you need a CS. Okay, then you need to do it again, right? But you only want to do it when you know you have to. In this case, the way's pushing towards Jax, so you do have to play the spacing and tether game at some point. And if you see him starting to posture up, you can do that. What I just explained. Walk up, and then as you know, you're almost just in max range. You're turning around. Your character stops for a split second to turn around, and then it starts moving backwards. He actually jumps. Boom! You baited it. Q, E, you tumble, play spacing and tether game. Whoever's better at it wins. Any questions?
No.
But does that make sense though? Everything I just explained.
Yes, of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
I'm like I said, I'm usually good with this matchup, but for some reason, this one Jax was just like really on top of me. Like every Q that he was just on top of me, and I couldn't create that space that what you were talking about. Yeah, like right there, like I'm way too close to these Jax.
Yeah. Well, at least in this case, like you're not moving backwards. If you were moving backwards, you would have actually had enough space. You're moving backwards, even if you're moving into the mini wave, it doesn't matter, because immediately after you just tumble through the wave.
Okay.
And here's the funny thing. If you went here then tumbled here, okay. If your mouse clicks here, by the way, you're fucked. Your character would go like this. You're fucked. You have to click right there. It's a very small angle. You have to click right there, and then you have to tumble here, and then Jax will be fucked. Jax will be like, wait, what? Like, you know what I mean? Unless he like sneaks through here, but I don't think Jax can get through these minions. I think Fizz can though, because Fizz is can move through minions. But yeah. But anyways, yeah, right there. You ideally you don't depend on your E, and right here, by the way, I actually wouldn't mind getting stunned. Not like you should try to get stunned on purpose. I'm just saying, if you tumbled right here and he chased you and actually got the E, is it actually that bad? You got cannon, you got mages, you got him slapping him all over. Yeah, I actually don't think it's that bad. You don't have to you don't have to E here. You could actually tank this E, because look, you can already tell the minion wave is already fucking him over, right? You see that? I would actually tank the E here, and then if he keeps going, fight him 1v1. Pew 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 pew. Just stand still and fight him. You kite a little bit and see what he does. If he keeps chasing you, keep kiting, right? If he starts running away into the brush, hit him a couple more times, and then when he enters the rush, you can go here. When he leaves, go here. When he leaves here, you can auto him one more time, then go into the rush to reset your aggression yourself. But yeah, you only want to depend on your E when you know for sure you are gonna get hit by his E and you are gonna get punished for it. Right there, you're not getting punished. Okay, so right there, this is a bit hard of an angle because you're so close to the rush. Yeah, you lost vision, but right here. Oh shit, where did I go? Okay, right here. There's two things that he can do. He resets aggression and walks up to you and slaps you, or he goes this way and then you go with him to hit him on the way. Hit him one time on the way out. Very risky. Your call. It is the safer option is just to play back. So yeah, right here. All right. You want to chill for a second, grab the cannon before you do anything crazy. Oh, right there, walk up. Oh, what is going on with you in the wave? No way, man. Okay. So right here, yeah, it's good to get this cannon. Good. Okay. Okay, Jax jumps on you. Oh, you have to E here. Why didn't you E? Oh, the one time where you actually have to legitimately E, you don't E.
I think it was on cooldown actually, wasn't it?
I don't think so. Ooh, yeah. It caught in 4K.
Fuck.
And then the minion wave screwed you over. Ooh, and then you had to E. Ooh, rough. And then the wave's pushing towards him. It's rough. It's a rough day out here. So yeah, that was just playing the Jax matchup was not the best. Okay, let's continue. But yeah, that entire sequence though, you understand what I'm talking about now, right? Like for the spacing and tethering for jacks.
Yeah.
Okay, and then everything else still applies. Good wave management, two wave crashing, three wave crashing, playing around enemy jungle, whether you're allowed to poke or not underneath his turret if you know the enemy jungle is bot side, etc., etc. All that still applies on top of playing this game. You see how Vayne's a mini game, by the way. She's a mini game. Everyone else is playing League of Legends in this game. You're playing Vayne versus Jax on the spacing and tethering game while also playing League of Legends. You have an additional game to play on top of the game itself. So, welcome to Vayne. People say this champ's easy. I call bullshit.
Yeah, no, so I like Vayne. It's just easy to play, hard to master.
Yep. Right here, you're making a big mistake of warding. What you should do in this situation is you should run here, tank the wave on purpose, then tank the wave for a little bit, then pull it in. You don't want the wave to meet here. You want the wave to meet here. Explain to me why.
So it would push towards you,
Yes.
towards me.
Yep. And
Yeah.
considering that you are losing omega hard right now, you want the wave to push towards you. So what you do is you tank the wave, pull it in, and then you back up, and then you're playing omega safe, pretty much. You don't you get in, you AFK right here, so that you're in range to get EXP, but you're not actually touching any of the minions. And what ends up happening is the wave will push towards you. You'll get as much EXP as you can, and at some point when the second wave comes, which will be around right here, you back up to over here, and at some point you just leave. And hopefully the enemy team is not good enough to 3-man dive you or 2-man dive you, where they're like, oh shit, well we have a 2-wave stack going into Vayne. Let's dive her with Tristana plus Rengar. That's your hopes and dreams. And if it leads to that point, then you have to try to shave, or you have to call your jungler. One or the other. And it doesn't look hot for your jungler, that's all I'm saying. It's half HP. but yeah. But that is just the L that you have to take. Unless you're so confident right now that you can still beat Jax, which you can. You can, with good spacing and tethering. That you can just leave the wave like this, and then slowly push it towards him.
Okay.
But considering your Lee Sin's basing, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But yeah, you're pushing here. Let's see what happens. Okay. Wave this far up. You guys can play the spacing and tethering. Okay. That should have been an E. Okay, still. E. Ghost, 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 ghost! No, that was your angle. Okay.
Nah, I couldn't reach him.
Okay, look, right here. Look, right here. I would have eaten him right here, but then if you eat him right here, then you lose control of the wave. Okay, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Okay, right now. Ghost. Ghost ult auto. Full spacing and tethering game being played. Okay? And here's the reason why you know you can play this game.
Damn. I wouldn't have the balls to do that.
What?
I wouldn't have the balls to
Really?
pop everything. I'd like one hit. That's like one Q from him.
That's like a Q and an auto. So here's how you need to play this game. Let me explain. You can actually win this. You can win this if he doesn't enter a brush. Okay, there's that very. Actually, no, you're dead. I take that back. You're dead. All right, take a base. Okay, here the only way you can win this is if you didn't E him like this. The E was terrible. Okay, if you didn't E him like this and you kept moving backwards, and right when he jumps on you, you E to cancel his Q damage. Okay, so then the E is already preemptively winded up on him. And then now you have enough HP. It's around 175 HP. Is enough to absorb a QW from Jax. And you'll live. QW but no auto. If he autos, you're dead. Right? And if he Qs onto you and then tries to W auto immediately, then you have to go invisible at the perfect timing that he can't auto. Right? Which is somewhere in the middle of his Q to create the space. And then you just play the spacing tethering game. And you have to kill him before his next Q is available. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or you have to, you have to kill him, but then you have to time your Q for his next jump, where he tries to jump and then auto you after he lands, and then you'll win. And that assumes he never enters a brush. because you only have two brushes, because you only have one ward for one. But yeah, it's very hard, right? What I just explained that you have to do, but you have to do that sometimes. You know what I mean? Like when you're playing Vayne, you just got to do that to come back. Did you see that clip that I posted on Twitter, by the way?
No, I'm not on Twitter.
Okay, you might have saw it on stream, but let me show it to you. Twitter. Pull up my profile. So I'm in the exact same situation as you in this clip. Okay.
Okay.
I'm 0-2. Okay. Jax has a massive lead, right? I'm level 5, he's level 6. Wave's pushing towards him. I'm kind of fucked, right? Look at the play I just made and look at how hard it is. How hard it was. I autoed him 20 times, by the way. And he autoed me 3 times.
I mean, you're Saskio, like.
What? No, what? That has nothing to do with me being sassy or not. Like, you have to look for those one angle. Like, who in their right mind would have played to kill the Jax here in this? Like in this situation. Like, who would be like, all right, I'm gonna full all in him. You were both 100% HP. That's the worst thing against the Jax, right?
Yeah.
But you see how there's so many spacing and tetherings being played constantly right here. So let me explain right here. I tumbled, right? I'm standing at maximum range, and you see how I'm moving backwards, right? When Jax jumps on me, I'm already moving backwards. So I have that space, and you see that space I was talking about? If you're actually already moving backwards, you have that space right there. And then right there, you see both of us are playing the spacing tethering right there. I moved left a little bit, he moved backwards. And then when he saw me move left, he tried going forward, right? But then his E's already gone. But then now I'm just perfectly in range to keep chasing him. Okay? Right here, one space. This is the second spacing and tethering right here in game. Right here, one. That second. Okay, this one. I'm starting moving backwards because I know he's gonna jump on me. Okay, I create space, so now we can play the spacing and tethering game. He's waiting for his cooldowns. I pop Ghost. Spacing and tethering. This is the fourth one I think that we played right there. Okay, number 5. Okay, this one's a condemn for spacing and tethering. 6, and then yeah. So I won 6 spacing and tethering situations. But the point I'm trying to get through with that clip was, you have to see that one angle. You have to see that one possible angle that you can play as Vayne. When you are in situations like this, where you have to do little things like make sure you go invisible right when he can auto you to create spacing, right? And then you stay invisible to keep creating a space, and then you fight, right? You have to cancel his Q damage with your E, right? Little things like that that you have to do to come out on top as Vayne. Wait, what's going on? Where are you going? The wave's pushing towards Jax. Push out the wave. What are you doing?
I try to cut down the, yeah.
Ooh. Pop Ghost. Sag. Yeah, you lost the entire wave, Sag. Alright, poke the fuck out of this kid. Go, 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 go. This is your chance to come back. Go, 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 go. Nice. Very nice. Ooh. My boy did it. Let me see. Let me see why it worked. Obviously because he's half HP, and then you poked him 1, 2 here. 3. You got 3 free autos, which is W. You're moving backwards. Okay. So the reason why you came out on top is because he's a fucking idiot. Let me explain. Oh wait, don't crash, don't crash. No, 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 don't crash. No. What time are we? 9:38? Okay, so if you have to reopen it, it's fine. Come back. Should I just crash it on purpose and then reload? Alright, crash. Reload. So, when a Jax jumps... Okay, if you're playing Jax, okay? I'm explaining from the Jax angle, okay? If you're playing Jax, when you jump on anyone, there's 2 things you can do. you can immediately input an auto attack command, or you can input a movement command. Does that make sense? If the Jax inputs a auto attack command on you, he's an idiot. Whenever a Jax jumps onto a Vayne, you never input an auto attack command. You always input a movement command past the Vayne. And the reason why is because you want to keep moving with the Vayne. Did you see what the Jax did? He inputted an auto attack command. What happens when you input an auto attack command on someone melee range? Your character stands still and tries to auto them, right? You don't want to do that. So right here, you're playing slow mo. You can watch the Jax inputs an auto attack command, as we can see here. Right here. So this is good. Jump. Auto attack command.
Okay.
Yep.
And then he stands still.
If he continuously inputted movement commands, the E would have landed. But I'm not saying he would have beat you. I'm just saying that he would have landed, right? Who knows if he would have beat you or not? With auto W ignite, I actually have no idea. I don't think he'd beat you personally, but yeah. But yeah, there was a lot of issues with the Jax gameplay. He took 3 autos. I actually legit think if he didn't take those 3 autos, and then he actually inputted movement commands, he would have killed you. With ignite. Okay, so Rengar goes on you. You're trying to play the tumble E. Okay, very nice. And then you just run, right? Yep. Oh, okay. It's up to you if you want to play the spacing and tethering with Rengar. It's a little annoying with his, he can
I was trying to bait him. I was
Yeah.
trying to bait him out of the bushes there.
Yeah, smart. You didn't move towards the brush, you were smart. You have 2 options in that situation. You play to tumble E him on this wall, or you immediately start running this way to play to tumble and then E him somewhere on this wall. Either or is fine. Yours was fine because you're already over here. And then you just try to run, or you try to kill him depending on his HP. Personally, I would just run. Because you already got the W on Jax, right? Wait, did you just fuck over your wave for fun here? Wait a minute.
I think that's part of my biggest issues. It's like what you were mentioning, like when the like having in mind when the cannon wave is pulling in, and when to recall, like all that. I think that's like my main issues. Yeah, like wave control and wave management.
All right. Well, this one is just simple. Wave's gonna be even, right? You just killed Jax. Are you? You're playing Vayne. There's no way. And Rengar just ganked you. He can roll up against top lane hypothetically. There's no way you're hard shoving a cannon wave out. Maybe there's a small chance if this is a non-cannon that you'd be able to shove out. Okay. If you condemn the last mage minion, right? You lasted the first 5. The last mage minion, you condemn it on purpose so that it pushes the wave towards the Jax tower a little bit, so they build more distance, right? And then it crashes. But in this situation, you got a free W on Jax. You lived, which is beautiful. Just take the W, bro. The wave's even. Let RNG take the wheel now on which way it pushes, right? Realistically, Jax is probably going to come back and just push out the wave like an idiot, right? Which is good for you. So right here, this is not even greed. This is just why. You know what I mean? Why?
Right.
Why are we doing this?
And like I didn't even push it. Like I just took like 1 minion. I was
you took like 1 minion, and then you're like back, and then you're like, Keck, wait, the wave's fucked. How did this happen? Oh my god, Riot Games, it's a conspiracy theory. The government's screwing me over.
Yeah, and then I was like, alright, I'm good.
You're like, wait a minute. And then now my boy is sitting on 1k, which could have went into a pickaxe, or it could have been into a recurve bow plus a pink ward. And then you're like, wait a minute. And then now you're still on that same inventory you were on earlier when you killed Jax. Ooh, that was clean though. Not bad. Okay, then now Jackson freeze because you did all that shenanigans. Hey, but that allowed you to buy the pickaxe though, W. Oh, but he shoved back, and then he got 2 plates. Feels good, man. Alright, now the 3-wave crash is being built up. Just last hit, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You should take this timer to ward because you know Jax is not here. You should walk up to this bush, in between a timer where none of the minions will die. Pop a ward of the bush and get back Q, and then try to catch a minion just before it dies. But you never want to move, if possible, when a minion will die. If a minion will die, but you know like it's so time restricting to get a ward, then you just have to go sack the minion and then make sure you get that ward on the map. And the point of that ward is to see if Rengar decides to sit in it or Tristana rolls up. Okay. Right here, you can either let the wave bounce back towards you and hope that Jax pushes the wave, or you're doing your build up, which means you have to poke Jax. Okay. Yeah, keep going forward. Yeah, go. Go, one more run. There you go. Oh my god, that was sexy. The spacing and tethering was not pretty, but it worked. Because you eat. So right here, Jax jumps onto you, the spacing and tethering is being played like this. It's not played like this. Right? So yeah.
I never thought of that. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's fine if you can... You only do those weird tumbles if you have to, because there's a Rengar coming from here. Sure.
Uh-huh.
But it should have been played like this. It's a lot cleaner.
Okay.
Because this E will land, right? 100%. This E will land.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have tumble or E. This was not bad. Good. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. Wow, you did it again. Why, man? You did it twice in a row. So right here. The spacing and tethering is being played like this.
Yeah. So okay, so now I understand why he was like always on top, like on top of me. I couldn't space it right, and I think that's we just found the reason why. Okay.
Alright, let's continue on. 2-wave non-cannon crash. Oh, okay. Wave's kind of odd. What you did to the wave there, but it's fine. So what you want to do in that situation is a two non-cannon, right? So right here, you shouldn't have hard shot this wave. If you look back, you see it's a non-cannon wave, right? If you just look here.
Okay.
You need to slow down the wave and wait for the wave to catch up. Maybe put the wave around somewhere here. Like your goal, your aim in this situation should be to have this wave stand, the blue wave, as long as possible. But then when the next wave is close, you want to shave, and then you want the wave to play out here. Does that make sense? The wave, when you hard shoved it, played out here, which is really bad, because now it gets cleared by the tower. You want to stack it up, then build it up, then crash it. And the side reason why you want it to be here is so that you can move down here while you're last hitting, pop a bad boy ward over here somewhere, and then head back up, hard shove the wave, and then crash the two non-cannon. And then from there you can play. You can either poke him out, you'll probably end up playing one spacing and tethering game with him, or you can just fuck off in base, right? And I think you should actually fuck off in base once you crash the 2-wave. So yeah, you should wait for the next one. And then hard shove. If Jax jumps on you, play spacing and tethering. Simple. And then crash the wave, then base by Blade of the Rune King. You're good to go. Because now what ends up happening is now he starts his build up right here. Unless you're able to shove out this wave, but he just jumps on you. Oh, goodbye, sir.
There's Thanos waiting for me.
Goodbye, sir. Alright, do you have any questions?
No.
Alright.
Facing.
Yep. Would you like me to quickly take a glance at the other game? On the other account?
Yeah.
Yeah. Send me send me the IGN.
Okay, so it's same thing, but wait, with the Fiora in the middle.
Okay. But yeah, I mainly focused on laning phase because that's the most important thing. That sets you up for success for the rest of the game. And if that wasn't played properly, there's no, at least for me, I think there's just no point looking at the rest of it. Yeah, I'm not saying you have to clean up everything perfectly to get to the mid game, because you're forced to play mid game no matter what in every single game, whether you're ahead or not. But I do think it's really important that you focus on laning phase, because that sets you, like, if you're ahead, you can pretty much do as much stupid shit as you want in mid game, and you should still be fine if your mechanics are good. But yeah. All right, which game is it?
Let me see. It's the Fiora game. It's a Fiora game. Or Aatrox. Fiora. I think it was that one, yeah. I fucked up a lot. So
A lot of people have issues with any champions that have gap closers. Fiora, Jax. What else? Not
Renekton.
Rengar. Oh yeah, Renekton's another one. Yeah. Riven, I guess. But I'm agreeing with you. But I'm just saying in general, not comparing to anything else. The Riven matchup is still playable for Riven, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. I could just be biased, right?
Right.
But yeah, I think it's playable for Riven. All right. Ooh, you have Triumph. You wild. I need to update my rune sheet. I'm baiting everyone. Presence is the new meta. I need to update that shit so fast. Okay. All right.
So basically, it's all your fault that
Yes.
I'm feeding this.
Yes. Ooh, okay. You gave up the minions for an auto. Okay. Okay, another one. You need to reposition yourself to utilize bushes if possible to reset aggression, but the issue with that is the Fiora matchup is really odd if you try to reset aggression with brushes. I mean, you still can, but she can jump onto you pretty easily if you move up towards the brushes. So you have to find like that happy sweet spot where you're still out of range of Fiora Q, but you're close enough to a brush to reset aggression if you do decide to auto Fiora. Because the issue with using brushes, if she gets on top of you because you use brushes, you actually run out of space really quickly, right? You're playing over here, she jumps on you, she can run you down, and then at some point you ran out of the space, you're forced to go like this, which means now she just goes with you and kills you. If she does decide to go down that angle, which I don't think she will with Grasp. With Conquer and PTA she can, but yeah. Alright, let's see it.
Yeah, this matchup, I'm at a lot.
Oh, you're griefing! What? That's not how we play the matchup? I've never taught anyone to play like that. Holy shkamoli.
I'll play better than this, I promise. But this game, I was.
So right here, in your mind, you're like, oh, Fiora's level 1. I can go in, right? That's not the case at all. So right here, we both know, me and you have both been playing the game long enough, that on 7 minions, both people get level 2, right? What is Fiora's 7th minion here? Right here. Also, I'm surprised you got level 2 all the way pushing towards you. But yeah. But she gets level 2 on that melee minion dying. You tumbling forward. Okay, tumbling forward's fine here if you auto E here right away. Okay? Auto E, push her back over here, and then just fuck off, right? And then you're full HP, you traded a little bit. But in the long run, that wasn't worth it. Ever. To trade that much mana for that amount of damage. Here's the thing with Fiora I've noticed. I would poke her down to half HP. She pop HP potion at level 2. And then if she lands a QW on you, you're now half HP. Right? So, in the Fiora matchup, you don't play fast, if possible, at least without while giving up resources, right? Which is your mana in this case, and HP. You play as slow as possible. With your Qs, good spacing, good dodging, and then just good auto attacks, and you go from there. Right here, you're playing way too fast. On top of that, when you played fast, you didn't even play properly, right? You didn't auto then E her immediately. That's the proper way to play there. If you're going to decide to play like that. And then right here, you get Omega slapped. You see that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And then now you're forced to play the. So with Fiora, what ping do you play on? What's your ping?
Like sometimes it spikes, it's weird, but generally like between 30 and 40.
Okay, so you don't have a high enough ping to dodge Fiora Q reactively. So when it comes to Fiora Q, it depends. It can't remember that example I gave you about the Jax 0.2 and 0.9 seconds about the spacing. It's the exact same thing with Fiora. Fiora, you don't necessarily apply that Jax concept, but it's there. The further away she is, the longer it takes for her to Q to finish, right? Fiora so you know how Fiora Q works, right? Let's say she queued right here, okay? When she queues right here, it takes like probably 0.4 seconds to reach, right? And then when the Q reaches its end location, it looks for something in a circle to hit, right? If Fiora queues like this, it takes like 0.01 seconds, right? To finish the Q. and then it looks for a circle to something to hit. Does that make sense for your Q?
Mm-hmm.
Now, with Fiora Q, if you are spacing from Fiora from a maximum distance, like that, you have that many seconds to leave. If you're playing on 14, like less than 14 ping, you can reactively dodge to a Fiora Q, okay? Once you see the animation, right, when she goes off, right? If you are playing on anything higher than 14 ping, you must click when you think she's gonna jump on you. Does that make sense? So
Predicted ahead
yeah,
of
the
time.
predictor. A good
Okay.
example of this is a game I did 2 days ago when I played against Jojo Pion, Fiora top lane. I was constantly just calling out every Fiora Q. I was getting hit by a couple, but whenever I did it reactively, I got hit. I'm on 48 ping, by the way. That's the best ping from Vancouver to Chicago. But I'm on 48 ping. If you do it reactively ever, you will lose. Sometimes you might win, only if the Vital is not on the right side for Fiora. Because when the Vital is on the right side for Fiora, you notice how the range extends a little bit for Fiora Q? I think that's a real thing. But yeah, if the Vital is away from you, then you might be able to react if she's at max Q jump. Any questions there for that entire sequence?
Nope.
Okay, let's continue. Bye. And you ghosted, what?
Out of I don't know. Like I think it was like out of like anger. I was
Anger?
like, yeah, like I was like, I should recall. Nah, I'm gonna stay for like these 2 minions or whatever.
You know what the funny thing is? You actually
And
win. No, you win. It's not you lose. You win this situation. It's very simple how. You flash. And then you ghost and run at her. And then you dodge her W. Oh, she has no W. She's level 2. Alright, here's how you win this situation. You should have known she is going to go for this flash Q. Look at your
I
HP.
knew he was going for it.
You should have known. Yeah, you should have known 100%.
Yeah.
Flash. And here's the thing. You don't long flash. Okay? You short flash. Right here. Why do you not long flash? If you long flash, you're not going to catch up to her.
Right.
If you short flash, you will catch up to her once you pop ghost. But here's the thing, okay? You have to listen to me here. If you let's say you had the foresight to do all this, right? And then you actually short flashed here, right? Let's say we got to this point. We short flashed, we dodged. Fiora Q, right? You get ignited, sure. You're not dead though. Like you'll still have enough HP to fight her. You'll have probably around 30 HP, which is just enough to beat her. So you short flash, you're ignited, okay? Pop ghost. Fiora Q'd from here to here. Her Q hit a minion, okay? So that means her Q is on lower cooldown, right? That's how it works. Which means it is 7 seconds. So now you have 7 seconds to run her down. And you have to play that spacing and tethering game, right? If you run at her with Ghost and 30 movement speed from passive, you have to be mindful of her turning around and just slapping with one auto, okay? And now you see it's just a spacing and tethering game, right? If she starts running full speed towards this brush, because she knows she's fucked, you have to ward it at maximum range, take a step back for a split second as you ward it, and then continue to chase a little bit. And you have to kill her before she reaches this brush. Okay? Or before her 7 seconds are up, before she turns and kills you with 1 Q. Unless you want to call her Q2, which is very risky, but it's possible if you're able to count the seconds. But you see my angle on how to beat her?
Yeah.
You have to look for that angle. Obviously, the first issue is don't be in this situation in the first place, right? Like taking that shitty level 2 trade. But
of course.
But if you are in this situation, which there's still a best move, is the point I'm trying to make. And that is what a lot of League players nowadays don't understand is no matter how absolutely fucked you are, there's still always something that you can do. There's always the best move to make, even if you still are gonna lose the game, right? Paying the ward for 5 gold while fighting her, bro. See me all the time on stream. Yo, guys, 5 gold. 5 gold. 5 gold. 5 gold.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, that's up, right? The interest.
Okay, right here, you're trolling. Just freeze the wave. What are you doing? Right here? tumble, don't touch anything. Go like this, and then just last it. Minions will hit this one. Okay, then hit this one. Right? Right? Okay, let me explain another concept. In League of Legends, there is last hitting, the most traditional way, which is what you're used to, right? If a minion can die to your auto attack, you last hit it, right? Very straightforward. There's last hitting. Now there's last hitting. Now, last hitting means when a minion can die, you don't last hit it. You wait a little bit longer until it has done a little bit more damage to your minions, and your minions did a little bit more damage to that minion, right? Then you last hit it. Last hit it, right? That's 2 last hits. And then there's the third one. Last hitting. You can probably figure out what this means. Last hitting means you kill it before the last minion damage is about to kill it. Do you have any questions about all 3 last hits?
Like when the out attack of the minion is traveling, then you last hit it.
Yes, that is the absolute
That's last.
possible second to last hit it. Yes.
Oh,
And
that's like next level.
and you generally do that when the minion's around 20 something HP, but yeah, you understand it, right? All 3
Yeah.
last hitting. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna explain when you're supposed to use it. You'll just know. You'll be like, okay. So, I remember Saskio explained this concept to me. I need it right here. You'll know. Trust me. But
Okay.
right here, you don't necessarily need to apply it because there's just so many minions. There's 1 melee. There's 3 mages, right? It's gonna go this way no matter what, right? It's gonna push towards you. But I just wanted to explain the concept so you have it there. But right here, you shouldn't be killing anything. You should tumble here to get away from these minions, right? Rotate over here, and then just last it when you know minions are about to kill yours, right? And then that's it. It's straightforward. You don't have to apply any of that last hitting, all that technology. You just do normal last hits here, and then you're good. Wave's pushing towards you. I don't know why you're pushing out. You're griefing. Like, you cleared everything. Like, it's still pushing toward... no, I think it's pushing back. But you should have just last hit it normally. And yeah, this way's pushing back now. Yeah. So this is just wave management now. Did you watch the wave management video, right?
Yeah, but yeah, sometimes I don't know.
The wave management video also needs updating because I didn't talk about cannon waves at all. But yeah, you should have froze there, and then you should have shaved the wave in front of your turret, and then I even sometimes ward here in case the enemy jungler rolls up, and then you hold the freeze forever. You playing that spacing and tethering game, or the mini game against Fiora now is, can you Q her Q? Right, that's the mini game. You can playing that game near your turret is a lot easier, right? So you want it to hold the wave there infinitely as long as possible. Freeze right here, and then make Fiora do uncomfortable things to try to break it. She tries to Q forward, you dodge it, auto her a couple times, dodge her W when you're running forward, and then you poke her a couple more times and back up, and then just hold that freeze. But then right now you're bouncing the wave back, which is what you not want to do. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Whoa!
No?
I never taught anyone this. Okay, now you're telling me you want to lane against her with a D-Blade against a Sheen and D-Shield? Ain't no way, bro. You need a base. Right now. Now! Go here. Base. Simple. Clean. Done. That's so grief what you did. Because you spent you spent your entire 3-wave crash clearing a scuttle. Now you can't base. Or you can technically base and hope that she doesn't push too fast. But mainly because, like, you have to base here. You're gonna lose minions on this wave. Fuck Scuttle Crab. Right? If Echo's gonna get it, he's gonna get it. You need a base now. You need to grab... what is it you need to grab? You need to grab boots, you need to grab a longsword, then head back to lane. And then grab a... Or grab... grab boots and longsword, or grab boots, dagger, plus pink. Right? And then head back to lane. Does that make sense? Like, this is so grief. Like, you stay here. Let's say you base after the scuttle, okay? First of all, you position for a ward, and you even get the ward. I think. Yeah, you didn't get the ward. You're clearing the scuttle. You only do this if you came back from a fresh base, you did a quick 3-wave crash, it's not worth basing for just the one longsword, right? Then you can do the scuttle. That makes sense, right? Then you come back to the lane, and then the wave's bouncing back towards you, catch the wave. That makes sense. But then right now, you're on the cusp of death. you already died. you fortunately got the 3-wave crash, and then you base. You come back, and then you even items with Fiora. You're not that far behind anymore. Try to shave the wave, then you hold the evenness. Boots, longsword, D-blade is the same as Sheen D-shield, so you'd be even with Fiora, even though you're down a kill. Until she bases. Once she bases, she's then ahead of you, right?
Okay.
And then right now, let's say you base now, right?
I think he kills me here too.
Okay. Yeah, but let's say you base right now, right? Right now you base. She can hard shove this wave hypothetically, and then you'll lose some of the minions. But even but overall, like TLDR, you'll still end up losing minions here. You'll still end up losing minions here, which you don't want. You want to base, come back, you lose a couple, and then catch some in the next wave. If you base right now, you'll lose even more, right? It's not worth scuttle. If you're gonna stay though, like let's say in the future, like again, the only scenario you do that scuttle crab is if you came off a fresh base, the first wave was stacking right here, and then you did 2, 3 crash, and then go grab scuttle, come back, and then it's good. That's fine. But this is Omega Grief. Omega. Alright, any questions there?
Nah, no, man. Right. Big Griffin.
Omega Griefing. Alright, what did we learn today? We learned spacing and tethering. That's pretty much it. And then some wave management. But yeah. Any questions?
No.
Alright, share me your screen. Cue it up. And feel free to ask me anything unrelated to what we just talked about or anything at all.
Okay.
And in the meantime, as you shut up your share screen, I'm gonna type out things on a notepad, which you cannot see. Well, I can screen share it if you want, but I'll be sending it to you right after. It's just a bunch of concepts, just so you remember it.
Okay.
Nice, immediate.
Oh, hold up.
Ah, you're doing the Saskio strategy. Or not what I show on stream, but what I told. Hover Quinn, so they ban Quinn, then you play Vayne. You're listening. Alright, this is what I have for you. Here you go. Is there anything else you would like me to add?
One sec. Let me see.
Take a quick look at it, and then we'll focus on the game after. Bloodline's an option into Olaf. It's an old option. I stick with Alacrity. It was derived from the Kraken BT build. But yeah.
Stick with what?
Lock in Vayne first. Wait, yeah. Okay. Go to runes. Lethal Tempo. Presence.
Where?
Presence of Mind on Triumph. Yeah, Presence. Yep. Bloodline for Alacrity. Yep. Alacrity. And then Last Stand. Go to Cut Down, Last Stand. And then save. Perfect. Those runes are fine. Yep, good.
No ignite?
Nope, you don't need it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take a look.
Alright, so my goal with this, or during live spectates like this, I'm not gonna make you me, okay? All I can tell you is, like, okay, watch out for the Olaf Qs here, or Zach's probably entering topside. Okay, look to hold the wave here. Okay, now start hard shoving, right? That's all I can tell you, okay? Look to build this. But I can't be like, okay, tumble the Olaf Q this way, flash the Zach E, alright? E this guy. I can't tell you that, okay? You have to play that on your own. When you get in lone screen, reshare your screen because it's gone. Wait, yeah, it's gone.
Is it now? Nope.
Let me see. No, I see nothing at all.
Okay. What about now?
Yeah, I see it. Good. Everything's good.
Okay.
Good. Very nice. Very nice. Ooh.
Okay. Spacing. Tethering.
No. Peek at. No. Focus on the game. Focus on the game. No, don't worry about that. My bad. You're supposed to start D-Blade. I should have said something. Yeah. Longsword. You don't really start longsword anymore.
Okay.
But yeah. It's all good.
Is there any scenario where you would?
No.
Okay, so D-Blade.
Yep.
Standard.
D-Blade Infinite. Yep. Maybe call into Alawi. That's like the only matchup.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, good luck. Beautiful. Beauty. Oh, bad. He's catching on. Level your W. Beautiful. Keep last sitting. Don't let him touch the wave with autos. Dodge his Q when he throws it at a minion. Or at you. Start posturing towards the river. Yep, last hit these last two. Yep, last hit this mage minion, then go ward in river. Beautiful. Yep, then come back. Perfect. And then just keep last hitting. Hover away from the river now towards the brushes. Continue last hitting. Poke Olaf if possible. And then start hard shoving the wave. Yep, start hard shoving. Shove. Yep. Shove. Shove this wave. Don't get hit by any Qs. Yep, shove. Keep going. Make sure it crashes. Make sure Olaf doesn't freeze. And then base. Go back and base. Go back. Back up. To bush number 2. Oh, that works too. If you're greedy base. Grab boots. Grab a dagger. Okay, sure. Pink ward. Grab a pink ward. Sure. Yeah, good. Head out to lane. Move your pink ward to the location you normally use it at. Perfect. And then it's up to you if you want to place it in the location that I always place it on red side as we're swinging by, or you can hold it. Either or. Both's fine. Personally, I would place it because Zach's probably top side.
Try bush, right?
Yep. Perfecto. Wave's bouncing back. He's gonna look to run you down here in this situation. Keep that in mind. Blast it whatever you can. And make sure you don't get hit by Q.
Cool.
Yep. Yep, move away from the river. Zach could eat from there. Shave the cannon a little bit without him getting hit by Q. Yep, shave. Shave. Shave as much as you can without getting hit by Q. Like, focus on... Hit the Olaf, probably, or the minions. Either or. Yep. You want to get him off the wave. Okay, back up then. It's fine. We can't do anything here. Okay, and then just last it. Perfect. And now we're doing our build up. What's the next wave? Just last it. What's the next wave? Look back at base. What's the next wave? Okay, cannon. Okay, look back. Don't miss any minions. Oh, you're not supposed to miss any minions while doing that. Yeah. Right. Just last hit.
I'm not used to doing that.
You have an opportunity to place a ward in the river right here. Last hit this melee and then run to the river. Yep. Next time. Yep. Yeah. Never mind. It's too late. Yep. And then make sure he doesn't touch the wave with autos. He can touch it with Q, that's fine, but make sure you poke him off of it. Yep. Ooh, very aggressive. I like that. Back up. Okay, now can you walk up? He has no axe. Touch him once and then into the rush. Oh. Yep. Oh, into the rush, yeah. Okay. Now start hard shoving. Level up your ult. And start hard shoving. If he touches the wave with any auto attack, start poking him. If he just touches it with Q, that's fine. Yep, push. Perfect. Yep, and then fight him. Kite back. Alright, pop refill potion and kite back. Yep, spacing and tethering. Yep, fight. Yep, chase. Okay. Okay, nice. Push wave. And then base. Yep, back up. Base. Perfect. Okay. I see you.
Boots.
Yep. Berserkers. Ping MIA. Yep, and then just try to last hit here. You can hard shove if you want, the new herald. Oh, yeah, protect it. Dodge. Ooh. Yep, clear the ward. Ooh. Dodge it. Nice. Start turning. You could have turned a little bit. Pop your potion and help out your bow. Oh, back up. Yeah, this is an L. Okay, yeah, sure. Pop your potion as you fight him. Perfect. Watch out. They're gonna turn on you. Yeah. Go top line. You're at a massive disadvantage right now, so be careful for the Olaf Qs. They will kill you.
Okay.
He will. Yeah. Your spacing has to be as far away as possible from him, but yet in range to last minions. Help out your team. Go to your team. Yep, help him out. Try to get an assist on that Zac. Ooh, sad.
I don't think so I can get. Yeah, I don't
It's
think I
fine.
can get it.
Base. No, you can push. You can push. You're good.
Yeah.
Yep. Dodge. If he runs you down, run towards Udyr. Yeah, push the wave. Your goal is to push the wave here, then just base. And then Udyr can solo his shit. Yep. Yep, and then get the hell out of here. Yep, run. Perfect. Grab double dagger. Yep. Run back to lane. Yep. You need to move towards the lane while buying items. If you're full HP. You don't want to stand still in the fountain buying items. It's a waste of movement.
Okay.
Yeah, because you already know you can buy items while moving, right? As long as you're inside the fountain.
Gotcha.
Yep. And try to shave or poke him, either or. Focus on him. Focus on him. Yep, back up. Focus on him again. He's going for the cannon. Oh, okay. Never mind. It's fine.
Shove it.
No.
Freeze.
Not freeze, but I'll tell you when to shove it. Shove now. So shoving. Yep, then shove next wave while hovering away from the river. Or you can ward it, but you have to dodge Zaki if it comes. Oh, the wave's already gone. Alright, just last hit that and then you can do whatever you want right here for a second.
Chop this one or not?
Yep. It's pure 1v1. Poke the Olaf. If he runs you down, play the spacing tethering game, dodge his shit. You go from there. Okay, not bad. Play safe for a little bit. Zac was bot lane, so you're fine. Zac still bot, you're good. 1v1. Alt, ghost. Yep. Dodge. Dodge. Beautiful. You win. Dodge one more, you win. Beauty of the beauty! Right there, ladies and gentlemen! And that's what I like to see. Push the wave. That is the beauty of the beauty. Push the next wave. Let's go. Yep, take one plate and shove the wave. Base. Recurve pickaxe. Pink ward is optional. Oh, never mind. My bad. Blade of the Rune King, it is. All the way, baby. My bad.
Huh.
I trolled. It's all good. You're probably so confused about me. You're like, huh?
I thought you wanted me to get a pickaxe and something else.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
This works, yeah. This is fine. Go into the bush. Move your pink ward where you normally use it. I think it was 1, the slot 1, right? Or do you use pink ward on slot 5? Let's go. You can shove, hard shove. Zach bot lane. Hard shove and then go get like deep ass vision. Like go to their blue buff area and then ward over that wall so that hits their blue and Grom. And then break their blast plant on the way out. If there is one. Yep. Good. Blast plant. Is there one? Yeah, break it and then fly back to lane. Fly back to lane while you're using it. Yep. Perfect. And then play the laning phase. Watch out. Olaf might jump on you. Okay, good. Yep. Break that. Perfect. And then there might be a 3v3. You have ghost in 8 seconds. You do have a refill potion, but you don't have any HP going. Perfect. Focus Zach. Ward the bush. Perfect. Yep, keep going. Level up your Q. Push mid wave. Need to level up your Q and use your refill potion. You're missing a lot of things. Level up Q. Yep, level that up. Okay, then hit Herald a couple times, then go top. Okay, head top, hard shove wave. Omega shove. You can base or keep going.
Olaf is mad. Yeah.
Oh, he's still alive. Oh my god. Kite back. Ult in 7 seconds. Keep kiting. 4 seconds. They're looking to fight. You do have ult. Flash in 4 seconds. You're good. Walk up. Watch out. TP on the right. That's a rise. Alt Q. Yep. Reposition. You win Q. Nice. Oh! Yeah,
Fucking Soraka.
Yeah, fucking Soraka. Alright, and then just base run bot lane. Grab rage knife, crit cloak. Yep, rage knife.
Kraken?
No, rage knife. Yep. Rage. Go back to rage blade. Yeah, undo. Rage blade. Yep. That. Rage knife and dagger. Yep.
Okay.
That's bot lane. At this point, yeah, blue trinket is optional because they have Zac. And head bot lane.
Okay. So my mythic, we're doing third mythic?
Kraken third, yes.
Okay.
This is the new Vayne top build. It's Bork into Rage Blade into Kraken Slayer.
Okay.
and then go dragon. You can head back. Or top. Go top. No one's going top for some reason. You might run into Olaf doing your Krugs. Which you can fight him if you want, and just sack the wave.
Wow.
I didn't see that, don't worry. Yep, go push next wave. No, go next wave.
I was gonna take right.
No. You're gonna lose minions on the wave. The red buff's gonna be there forever, whether you take it or not. Someone's gonna get the gold on your team, but this wave isn't gonna be here forever. Gotta go for the next wave too. Walk up. If Olaf jumps on you, 1v1. If Olaf and Zach jumps on you, 1v2. Push the wave, then rotate mid. Rotate mid through your jungle. Actually, no, you can rotate the mid through river. It's fine. If anything jumps on you, Ghost, Alt, Q, good luck. It's level up your E. Head towards mid lane. Help out the boys. Baron. Use your potion. Pop potion.
Uh-oh.
You can do whatever you want. You can fight if you think you'd fight. Steal blue. It's up to you.
Oh, I'm dead.
I thought you saw Olaf on the map running towards top. So I was like, you can do whatever you want as long as you know Olaf is there. Yeah.
I didn't see Olaf.
Yeah.
No.
At the corner of my eye, I saw Olaf at the map. I was like, he probably saw that too, right? He probably saw that too.
Go bar, right?
I'll see in 15 seconds. The game can develop in 15.
Oh, Baron, I guess.
Yeah, go Baron. Look at Baron HP. Get ready to head mid lane if once they secure it. Looks good to me. Headbutt. Sack could be there though. Anywhere as you enter. Watch out.
What? Oh, it's very laggy. I don't know why. Because of the streaming, maybe.
Stream and there's a lot of things happening. Oh! Oh! He's crazy! Go push me. Jin spawning in 6 seconds, keep that in mind. Push the wave and run out. Dodge the Jin W. I don't think he has ult. If he has ult, you're fucked. Alright, leave. Alrighty. Saturday FF. Alright, stop your share screen. But yeah, the lag is as a result of it's a mixture of streaming, and it's a mixture of there's like 30 things happening on your screen, like a bunch of abilities being popped.
Oh, and I'm also recording on my end too. So
oh, you're recording on top of that? Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All that added up. Yep. And I'm not sure if you're on very low quality. That also plays a part too. If you're not on very low quality.
I'm not very low, but like maybe like towards the middle.
Oh. Was it this count that we just played on?
The
Yes,
initial
sir.
one, the first one.
Diamond 1 Braum. Oh my god. Hi, you see my screen?
Yes.
Alright, perfect. Perfecto. Let's see it. Alright, so right here we didn't leash, that's fine. My suggestion to you is level 1, since you're not a streamer, this is possible because you don't stream. You should always enter this brush right away. If you see anything coming out of the brush, you can run and hide over here in this brush. And then if they keep going, then you run away. But the point is you want to enter this brush because when the laning phase starts, you want to stick your head out, slap an auto on someone, and then head back into the brush if possible. If they didn't leash. If they actually leash, you probably just focus on the minions, right? Because it gets really low by the time they get there. But you want every little advantage you can get. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you have big balls, or if you know the matchup cannot kill you, you enter brush number 3. So this is 1, 2, 3 on red side. 1, 2, 3 on blue side. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Always enter brush number 2. If you see multiple people, just turn around and run immediately. You probably have to burn a flash, maybe. If you see one person, I would still turn around and run, at least into my brush number 1, and hide in the corner of brush number 1. If they enter brush number 1, you can auto them and then see what they do. If they keep running, then you kite backwards. If they run away, then you can hold brush number 1 and just play from there. But matchups that cannot kill you, such as Nasus, Maokai, Ornn, Shen, you get the point, right? You can enter brush number 3. Matchups that can kill you, Olaf, Fiora, Darius, do not enter brush number 3 unless you have big balls, okay? If you have big balls, you can enter it. But just keep in mind, if you do enter it into a matchup that can kill you, don't kite with the brushes. Kite away from the brushes and then pop Ghost at some point and then play the spacing and tethering game. Make sense? If you enter like this, oh, Darius is in there. Oh, fuck. Okay, run this way, pop Ghost at some point once you pull them into you a little bit more, and then play spacing and tethering.
Okay.
If it's a matchup that cannot kill you and they're there, do whatever you want. I don't need to tell you. Shen will probably like one-shot you though. It's a pretty low HP, so I just suggest running. Ornn won't kill you, Nasus won't kill you, you get the point. But you should kite away from the brushes regardless of the matchup. Any questions for level 1?
Nope.
That doesn't involve leashing. Okay. Alright, so that was good. Tumble, auto Olaf, and dodge the Q. Double value. Beautiful. That was grief. So I see what you're trying to do. You are at least taking notes of my stream. When I tumble, right? I don't tumble directly towards someone. Very rarely. When I tumble trade like this, I'll tumble to the side. I like the idea you're going for. But it should have been like this if you're gonna do it. That would hit him. That was a
Not
big
so
difference.
much. Right. Okay. Not so much to the side, but like to an angle.
Yep, to an angle.
Diagonal.
But
Okay.
I see that you have the same energy as I do. It's just the execution isn't there perfectly. However, here's the
Okay.
issue. If the Olaf runs directly towards you and he axes you, he can kill you if you do this angle. If you do this angle, you might be able to still dodge his Q if you move backwards immediately, if he does have it, which he doesn't. But yeah. But the idea is there, execution wasn't there, boom, you got the damage back. So much damage from minions. But yeah. He was starting to pick up on your tendencies right after the first act, so he shot it left. So you gotta keep adapting back and forth. Okay, you want to move over to the brushes if possible here. Right here, level 2 cheese. Remember, level 7, the 7th minion. His 7th minion is nowhere close. You should be running at him right now. You should identify right now as we're speaking. By the way, this mage minion isn't dead, but if one mage minion is still alive from the first wave, you still get level 2 off the 7th minion, which is the first melee of the second. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alright, so right here, this is what you should be doing. You should be moving like this, and ideally dodge his Q without using Q if possible. But the most important thing is you should be posturing up, so that when this minion dies, you're level 2, he's level 1, you know what to do from there, right? Just run him down and
pop ghosts.
Yep. No, don't pop ghosts. Just run him down without ghosts.
Okay.
And if you can only get 3 autos, you only get 3 autos. It is what it is. That's why I told you, right? You want to dodge his Q without using your Q, so that you can open with an auto on Olaf. The W lands, or if you're really good, this is what you do. You don't actually last hit the 7th minion that's dying. You time it in a way where when you auto, your auto's flying in midair, and as your minions kill the 7th minion, you level up W, and your W applies to him. And then after you tumble, auto, do a couple step movement towards him, auto him to break the 3rd one, get into a rush, and then back off. If you just want to break 3. If you want to keep going with big balls, go for it. That's up to you. But I would normally just take 3 and back off. Unless you really have like the spacing on him where you're so close to him, you can actually legit run him down. But if he's at maximum range, just get the 3 and back off. And then I would still control brushes. I'd play from this brush right here. Because if you play from this brush, right here, and just AFK right here, he's going to be standing like over here, right down here. Because he needs to assume you're standing right here. And then you're playing from this brush because you want to get in range the last hit. You don't actually play here because you don't want to lose minions. But he has to think you're here, right? He has to think you're here, because if he doesn't think you're there and you're actually there, you can poke him, right? But yeah. You should play from the brush. Everything you do should be from the brush. You should move over here. You should be AFK right there. Don't stand right here. The reason why you stand right here is because if Olaf axes, it's gonna miss. Right here, right? Because you're standing right there. And the reason why you stand here is because you're in range to just walk out and actually get some of the minions. And then if he actually fails an axe legitimately, you can walk up, stick your head out, and then maybe auto him one time, then back off. There's that angle. Any questions there for the bush thing?
No.
I do this all the time on my stream where I enter that brush. They have to back
Right.
off, and then I just go for last hits. I don't even like walk up to even try to poke them. I'm just there to make them think I'm gonna hit them, and then they can't walk up for gold. They'll get the EXP still. It is what it is, but they can't get the gold. Just small dubs. Wave number 2, you go ward as I taught you. Beautiful. And then we play for the 4-wave crash because he already shaved down a good majority of the wave. You should be trying to zone him off the wave as much as you can, if possible. By using that brush technique, hard shove, make sure it crashes so it doesn't freeze, then you base. Beauty of the beauty. Greedy base, but it is a faster base than going to bush number 2, right? But if he stops you, it's very inefficient to back up to bush number 2. If he stops you, you're just fucked. Just go to bush number 2 base, I guess. It is what it is. I wanted you on this base rotation to get a boots, but it's personal preference. But I don't think you're in a position where Olaf is poking you that hard that you need Van Scepter. Right here. I would just go boots and longsword in my opinion. What do you think? Or dagger, my bad.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Boots, dagger, pink ward. Come out, place pink here, go here. Thoughts? Compared to Van Scepter?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm asking your opinion, but yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like as far as like like the reasoning behind it. Like the Olaf is not poking me enough for the scepter to be worth worth the
Like
purchase.
into Fiora, it could be good, right? Like because Fiora pokes you pretty hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And it looks like you learned from me. Beautiful. Rotate through here. Pop the pink ward. Beautiful. Perfecto. And in the exact position that I placed it to. Beautiful. Some people place it in the middle, which I don't like. I'm pretty sure you know why you shouldn't place it in the middle, but yeah.
Yeah, it just gives them more opportunity to.
For them to walk in.
Yep.
Alright. And then right here, you had pretty big balls to walk up to this. I would be standing over here if I was trying to touch any of these minions. Because if a Zack's just chilling right here, which I don't think he is, he's finished this rotation on top side. The only way he could be here is if he stood here for 30 seconds waiting for you, which is a possibility, right? I'm not throwing it out of the. It's possible.
I've had that happening.
Yeah.
Like jungler is just waiting there for like
Yeah.
the entire my backing duration. Yeah.
I would wait over. I would stand over here, away from that.
Okay.
Because even if he shows up, right? Let's say let's say you're standing over here, right? And then Zack walks up, okay? The meetup point for ganks is always around here. This is where the meetup happens, right? Because Zack walks here, you're over here, you're like, oh shit, I'm getting ganked. You run, Zack E's somewhere here, right? Then you just probably flash. Unless he over predicts you and then shoots it over here, then you just stand there and watch him like an idiot, then you go around him, right? But the meetup point generally tends to happen around here for red side, here for blue side. Trust me. You probably even happened to you in the last week, where you get ganked, and that's where the meetup happens between you and the jungler, right? Of whether you're able to dodge their abilities or not. And then from there, you play it however you want. My bad on that. You flash, you can ego, try to dodge with no flash. I do that all the time, and I die. But sometimes if you live, and then they keep chasing, you can turn. There's a possibility for that. Right here, you need to shave as much as you can. I told you start autoing this cannon. Here's why you 3-wave shooter base. Or 3 to 4 wave shooter base. You 3 to 4 wave shooter base because you get a nice crash in, right? And then they have to build up waves to bounce back most of the time. And now you have an item advantage, right? You have Vamp Scepter versus his D-Shield. Or it was Boots Longsword versus his D-Shield, right? Whatever it is. Now your objective, and by the way, you're behind EXP now. Keep that in mind, okay? You're down levels when you 3-wave or 4-wave cheater base because you have to base and run back. So now, here's what you need to do when you come back. Every single time from 3 or 4-wave cheater base. You come back and you shave as much as you can in a position to not get ganked by the jungler. But you don't shave enough where it bounces back to the Olaf. You shave as much as you can, but make sure it keeps switching towards you. And your objective is to make sure you slow down their wave from being able to kill your minions as fast as possible, which gives you the time and opportunity to poke the Olaf as hard as you can. Your objective is to, first of all, get back to level 5 to match him, right? Second of all, it's to poke Olaf as hard as you can, and he can't just shove the wave and tank your autos because his wave is too big, because you shaved the wave, right, while trying to get level 5 too. And then your goal is to infinitely hold the wave right here. Any questions?
Sir.
That's it. That's all I'm telling you. Come back, start shaving as much as you can without dying to the jungle. Right here, stand right here. Maximum auto attack range. Slap the cannon. Slap it. You don't have to use a single Q. It's fine. Just shave it as much as you can. And then now, right now you should be shaving. And then right now on this wave, poke the Olaf. Poke the Olaf as much as you can, while not receiving his Qs. So you have to dodge them, and not taking minion aggression, too much of it. So you can use this brush maybe, or you can kite backwards, it's fine. And you want to get him off the wave as much as possible. You don't want him touching it with autos. He can Q through the entire thing, but yeah. And the reason why you shaved initially when he first came back is so that a couple of the minions are gone. So that their minions can't kill this wave too fast, right? So that was the objective, but you didn't, like, you killed a couple, like 2, but you could have killed like 2 or 3 more. Probably 2 more realistically. The cannon was really important to get rid of. And then you see the point, right? It slows down. You can poke him off. He gets low HP. He's like, oh fuck, I'm basing. You hold freeze. He has to base, run all the way back, and then you're good. Any questions here?
No.
Yep, that is the objective that you have when you come back from a 3 or 4 wave cheater base. If it's possible to do it. It's very possible with ranged versus melee. Melee versus melee is a little bit harder, but you still try for it, but you don't die for it, okay? You can try for stuff, but don't die for stuff when you're doing stuff like that. Okay, next up, look at the wave. You have to look at the wave. You have to know what wave is coming up. What's the wave state gonna look like in a second, without losing minions. Oh my god. Unless you memorize the wave states, but obviously you're completely new to like looking at waves, right?
Yeah.
But
unexpected that for me.
but yeah, it always goes like this. It starts with 2 non-cannon, 1 cannon, 2 non-cannon, 1 cannon, 2 non-cannon, 1 cannon. That's how it works over and over again until 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you don't pay too much attention to waves, in terms of like thinking about cannons or not. You just do whatever. Okay, right here. You want to make sure Olaf never autos the wave. He can cue the wave, but don't let him auto it. Unless one of your minions like actually just fucks off like into his wave, then that's fine. Like if he's here and then you're over here, it's fine. Let him hit this. But he should not be touching any of these, right? Like any of this. That's illegal. And then you should be poking him off of it if he does. Like right here, boom, boom, back up. Or if you want a big D, sure, go for that. That's the big D. Good dodge.
Like on a good Olaf, like he could have done what?
If you went here against a good Olaf, he can just go like this on you.
And then just run me down.
Yep.
Huh.
You'll probably end up eating him, but if you got really unlucky and his Q still landed while you got eaten away, he might run down you even more. What's his runes? Okay, he has the correct runes.
He does or he doesn't?
He does. It's approach
Okay.
velocity. That's the most important. That was all I was looking for.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Yep. Beauty. 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 And then right here, he decides after all his minions are dead and he's tanking the entire mini wave, let's all in the Vayne. That's a great idea, huh?
But I mean that range. What the fuck?
Yep. Fight back. You use your invisibility to maximum duration. Beautiful. Can't really dodge. It's fine. Kite. He's an idiot. And then from here, after that turret shot, I do just go forward. Full forward. Yep. Boom. Boom. Burn flash. Hard shot the wave. Then burst. Beauty. Also, I fucked up the wave management here, by the way. This is an actual fuck up on my part. Me telling you what to do. I fucked up right here. All the way back here. This is where I fucked up for you. I told you to shove the wave right here. This is a mistake. You need to build up one more.
Build up one more?
Yep. I told you to shove right here. This is a mistake.
Okay.
What you need to do is you need to wait for this one. Right here. So you all you have to do here is just make sure he never touches the wave with the autos and zone him off and only last hit. What will end up happening is the wave will meet around right here. And then you hard shove the wave. So that what happened with Olaf doesn't happen again. Right? Where he actually runs you down. And then you have to do an outplay. I'm not saying it's bad that happened, but it's a lot more smooth if you waited for one more wave. So that was my bad. Because look what happened. You have trouble shoving the 6. And then now you have to escort the wave so far down. You see this? You have to escort from here all the way to turret. Not possible, right? He's gonna like hold the wave. It's gonna be frozen like right here, which is the weirdest position to be in. So, any questions there for the wave management? You have to have the foresight to know, like, okay, where's the wave gonna be? And right there, as you were shoving, I was like, wait a minute, I fucked him over, cause now Olaf's gonna all in him, right? If you only purely last hit it, this wouldn't have ever happened.
Okay.
But that makes sense though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my bad. But fortunately, he played it poorly, and you played it not bad. And I was like, oh, we got bailed out by Olaf's poor gameplay. We're good. Alright, and then we base. Beautiful. Beauty of the beauty. Head back to lane. Catch a wave. The build up is happening. What's the next wave? The next wave is a non-cannon. We can do a 2 non-cannon crash here. It's helping in the river. So what we do now is Omega hard shove. Because here's the thing, if you play for the next wave, right, and you only lasted here, the next wave's a cannon, right? And then, remember what I told you? You don't want to be stuck here hard shoving a cannon. So, you want to Omega start hard shoving around here. You want to shove around now, so start shoving. Or, it's going further back. Right! now. And the reason why you want to shove now is because you want to put the wave over here for the 2 non-cannon. You don't want the wave over here. Look at the distance. If you shove, if the next wave establishes itself here, look how far it has to walk to get to the tower, right? But if it's here, right, or even here, it's way less distance, right? Way less distance. But you don't want to put this wave, right, and this wave over here, because if you put it over here, you can get ganked or ran down by Olaf, right? So you want like you can put it there if you know the Zac is bot side, because then the distance from here to here is very short. It's very easy to crash, right? So you have to make your decision. You can literally put that wave anywhere. There's here, there's here, there's here, there's here, right? You make your decision what you're comfortable with. Personally, I think around right here is perfect in this situation because it's Zac jungle, and then you hard shove the wave here. But you have to make your decision based on what you know.
Okay.
And what summoners you have. But yeah, this is way too far from the turret. This is like Omega Sync. You ended up having to protect your pink ward. Boom, he jumps, he dodge, you need to turn now. Turn. Too late, what are you doing?
Turn towards
Them.
the tower
Yeah.
or towards the wall?
Towards them, Olaf and Zac, and start killing them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay, let me see.
you're playing Vayne. You dodge the E, which is good. You get hit by the Q, which is fine. None of them can hit you anymore. Turn. Right here. Stand here, tank the Olaf axe, and then start hitting them. Right?
I was trying to like run away because I saw the Zac reaching for the minion. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna pull me in.
Hell no, he pulls you in.
No?
Hell no. Even if he flashes, I'm pretty sure the tether breaks.
Wait 1 second, Saskio. Give me 2 seconds.
You're good. I'll drink some water.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so right here, there's no way the tether lasts that long, and even if you, let's say hypothetically he flashes, right? The tether's gonna break. It's too long. So right here, at this point, the reason why you turn it, you don't turn on a ranged champion, by the way. If it's like Quinn or something, you run. Okay, but if it's a melee champion, you turn right here. And here's how you turn. You want to move in a way where you potentially dodge the the Olaf Q, and you're still moving towards them. How do we do that? Not directly towards them, like this. You see that? Oh shit, my bad. I flashbanged you. You start moving this like this, and you're able to hit them. Move like this, hit them. Move like this, hit them, or hit them here when they go here. And then when they try to turn again, you spacing and tethering them. You turn like this, you turn like this. Okay, they start running, you start chasing. The only thing you have to worry about is when is next Zaki? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Or Zaku, right? That is the question you must ask yourself as you are turning to chase them. I personally don't think you'll kill anyone, right? But your objective is to do as much damage and punish them as much as possible. For free. Okay? For free. You don't do it at the cost of your HP. Maybe an Olaf Q, maybe one. Okay, hurts, right? It sucks. But you don't tank like Zac W auto, you don't tank Olaf E, you know what I mean? Because you play your range. So right here, you need to do as much damage as possible.
Okay. I thought when you were telling me turn, I thought you were telling me to turn so I could dodge Olaf's
No.
Q.
Turn and start hitting these guys. Try to get some damage on them. It could be 3 autos, it could be 5 autos, it could be 7 autos.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
There.
Once you get to the 9th or 10th auto, that's when Zach's next Q is available, and that's a little sus. That's when you might have to dodge stuff again. You probably don't want to chase after that. But yeah.
Uh-huh.
But at least for sure 3 autos. 1,000,000%. You should have got 3 autos on someone.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So here this boy rolls up. I saw your refill was going. Pop another one. Okay, Rise is here. Okay, you got an E on him. Get up. Open up. A little thing that is very small detail, but even I fail to do this, okay? Is if you know for sure you're going to condemn someone and fight them for sure, pop your ult first. So that your condemn gets the ult AD. Right?
Okay.
Yeah? So it does a little bit more damage. It does like 10 more damage, right? It's a very small detail. But if you know for sure you're going to condemn someone, you may as well do it. If you don't need the time increase. If you need the time increase, right, of 1 second. So what I mean by time increase is, if you need to E someone, and then you know when the E goes off, it's like 1 second, right? Like let's say you ult first, then you E. Your ult now runs out 1 second faster. Does that make sense? But if you E then ult, your ult runs out. It takes 1 second longer, which can be an advantage or disadvantage. Okay, you have to look at the situation and make the decision yourself. Right now, it's pretty early levels. I don't think you will kill him even if you ult E. So I think you should E first, which is what you did, right? But I need to make sure you have the intention there. You don't have the intention for that because you haven't gone to that situation enough. But I have. So right here, Eing without ulting is fine because he's full HP. If he is like half HP, you should ult then E. So you can kill him faster because the E does more damage, right?
Yeah.
And then you go from there. Do you have any questions about that concept? The ult versus E or the E no ult?
No. But should I have E him right away, or maybe do like 2 autos and then E him?
No, just E right away.
Yeah.
Yep, just E him right away. Because once you get into the rhythm of your damage, and your lethal tempo starts going, right? You and me already know clearly enough that when you click E on Vayne, you lose damage because you're not autoing, right? So while your lethal tempo is on the lowest amount of stacks possible, which is 0, right? You may as well E. If you can land it. If you cannot land it, it's better to hold and wait for the angle to get the E, for sure. But right here, this is 1,000,000% gonna land, right? On the Rise. Unless he flashes, like, over here. then the E's gonna miss, but if he flashes, right? So yeah.
Yeah, he blindly walked into that.
Yep, because it's pink.
Yeah,
Yep. And then now you just go. Alt, Q, you should have queued it right there. I don't know why you're not queuing. Should have queued right away. The faster you queue, the faster it comes up. It sounds like a stupid concept, but it's a real concept. Okay, no. The faster you queue plus auto, the faster it comes up. Makes sense?
I think my reasoning there was for him to come out of the condemned and then Q, so I could dodge his Q.
Oh. Okay, I mean, that's fine. As long as you have some intention behind it and a good reasoning. Now...
Which I did anyways.
yeah. I'm not going to comment whether it's the correct or incorrect play, but as long as you have an intention on why you're doing something, and then I can look at it. Right here, your intention was you wanted to use Q to dodge, okay? It's correct, what you're saying. Yeah, it's correct. I'm not saying it's wrong. So that's why I'm not like harping too much on it. But then you didn't even use anything. Oh my god. This is Omega Lolly. So bad. Intention of what you want to do was there. Execution was a big no. Big no-no.
Right.
And I told you, roll up the boys. You should have rolled up and tried to touch the Zac blob once, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's all good. Alright, you poke Olaf. If Olaf runs you down, run towards Udyr. Push, and then we base. It's optional to base here, because you're full HP, full mana, right? You can stay for one wave because it's non-canon. Next one will be canon. Make sense? So you can stay here, but if you're gonna stay, you have to walk up. You don't have to, but it's suggested you walk up. And the reason why it's suggested to walk up, because the further you are up in the lane, the faster you have access to the minions, which means you can start autoing them faster, right? But if you were to walk up here, you wouldn't hit the minions, you'd hit the Olaf.
Right.
You'd hit the Olaf, get him off, then when he backs off, or the minions start moving forward, you hit the first melee minion. So you can start working down the next wave. And the reason why you want to do it is because it's a non-canon. If you base here, which is what you're doing, and Olaf calls it, and he omega hard shoves this wave, you lose 3 melees. Happens all the time to you, right? Probably. You lose 3 melees, if you're lucky, you'll catch the mages. Fortunately, Olaf does not hard shove. So here we are. So here we are. You want to now hold the freeze. So start poking him. Poke Olaf. Poke, 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 poke. Yep, very nice. Poke Olaf again. Poke Olaf again. Go again. I see a kill angle here, by the way. If you poke Olaf with 4 more autos as he's going for the cannon, right? I see an angle of Ghost, Alt Q. And then you have to probably face check a brush, auto E, and then just try to kill him from there.
Okay.
You see that angle too? Especially once you auto him 4 times for free while he's going for the cannon. And then right here, you just back off. You should punish him for wanting that cannon. If you can, and you can for sure there. Okay, we look at next wave. Non-cannon. Okay, so now the question is, where do you want the wave to be? Do you want it to be here? Here, here, here. Makes sense. Now do you see the sequence over and over again of Vayne top? It's the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
On how you want to play the waves, when you're poking people to try to hold the freeze. The only variable that you don't know about is what the fuck is the enemy jungler doing. That's the only thing. And then maybe what the hell is the enemy support doing and mid laner doing. Are they coming to your lane? That is the only variable that changes every single time. And how poorly or how well you play against your mini game against your matchup. You're starting to see that consistency over and over and over again, which is good. And then you keep practice. You're very well practiced on it. Once you start seeing it. Yep. Then you go ward. Very nice. And then when you're playing over here, you don't want to play over here against Zach because the E could be like right here, right?
Yeah.
You want to play over here because the E can never touch you. And then right here, there was some weird lull of a laning phase where there was really no direction how you want to play it. I didn't really say anything here. I just wanted to see what would happen. And eventually he tried running you down. I think y'all played it. What you should be doing here is, like, this is the timer where, remember that from the first game, I think? You pushed the wave against Fiora and then you did scuttle. I was like, what are you doing? This is where you can do it. If you shove the wave here, you can do the scuttle. You know what I mean? You can do the scuttle, you don't have the base. Do the scuttle. Go place a ward right here. By the way, don't do this next time when you ward. Like that. Go like this. Make sense?
Yeah.
And then by going here, you also can break this on the way in, vision plant. And then when you go here, ward, start walking.
Yes.
You look at blast plant. If it's up, okay, go this way. Break it towards lane. If the Olaf isn't running in that direction. If he is, I guess you can still take it into right into him. It's fine, and then just try to outplay him. But yeah. You can also do this instead of this here. You can do this here and then run here. There's that angle too. Okay, he runs down. You down. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So the reason why it worked is because he's stupid. I'm sorry to say it. He's stupid again. So here's why this play is bad. What you did. Here's what you did wrong.
Okay.
This flash right here that you did is wrong. And the reason why it's wrong is because if I'm playing Olaf right now, what's stopping me from just walking this way towards my tower? Right? Can't I just do that? Can't I just walk to my tower right now as Olaf? And then now, I wait out, what, 3 minutes from our next rotation of Ghost, and then I just kill you. Right? What do you think?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so right here, if I'm Olaf, I'm just like, okay, bye. I'm just turning around and just leaving the situation, waiting 3 minutes, and then I'll run you on next Ghost timer. So, what is the solution for you as the Vayne player? Here's the solution. You have to pull them in a bit more. And that's going to cost some HP, but that's the price you have to pay if you want to really make sure he gets pulled in. Obviously for you, like, I guess we're in like gold, right? Gold?
Gold. Yeah, gold.
Gold plat, yeah.
High gold.
Yeah, gold plat. I guess you can do that flash every single time, but the one time someone's actually smart and turns it around, you're going to feel really bad for the next... Once 3 minutes is up, the 2-minute timer between his ghost being up and your ghost being up and your flash being down is gonna feel bad. That's all I'm saying. In 3
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah, I see what you mean.
It's gonna happen. But yeah. So here's what I would have done. I would kite back. Yep. Kite. Don't use your E. Kite. Don't flash. Keep running, and then do a crazy tumble to the right or something, hard to the right, and then once Olaf is panicking, once I create the maximum auto attack range, then I'll break my invisibility, and then I would immediately hard juke. So I would go here, break invisibility by autoing the Olaf because he's probably still running this way, right? And then hard juke one of these two directions. The reason why is because the next axe is coming, right at the location you open up at, right? And if you hard juke right or left and you dodge it, you win. And then now you can auto him again, kite him backwards, and then now you probably want to kite forward the next tumble because he's probably gonna run, right? Because he's gonna get really low. And then now you use the flash to create distance on him if you messed up, or you use your flash pretty much to match his flash. Does that make sense? If he flashes on you, you flash away. If he flashes away, you probably flash towards him or you run away yourself, right? You do the opposite. Now you have the.
And then I have the summoner's advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, the summoner's advantage, or you can flash and kill him. But if you can't kill him, just leave it. Just let him flash and let him walk away. Push on the next 3. Once Ghost is back up, you have a 2-minute buffer window to try to look for a full all-in, or you can still full all-in him because he has no Ghost flash. You have no Ghost, but you have flash. That's also another angle. So you have a 5-minute window, right, instead of a 2-minute window to all-in him. So yeah. Ooh, he's so bad. He auto makes it. Oh my lord. Any questions?
Yeah. What about instead of tumbling towards river, I would have tumbled towards the bush.
The reason why you don't want to play with brushes is because if you're playing with brushes, that means he gets to play with brushes too. If you have on you 2 wards and a pink ward, hey, go for it. I'm not stopping you because you already know what to do, right?
Like right there, it's a bad idea to go into the bush.
It's a bad idea to go into the bush because, let's say you even warded this bush, right? Let's say as you're tumbling, you ward the bush and then you kite back, right? Okay, now I can still see him, right? And then let's say he keeps chasing you, right? Once you leave this brush for even a split second and you try to turn, your character's gonna walk forward because now you lose vision, right? So you don't want to mess around with bushes at all unless you have ignite. If you have ignite, I ain't stopping you. Go into the bush. Ignite him before you leave the brush, and then you have full vision of him. But you don't want to play that vision game because that vision game will actually fuck you over. I'm not joking. You'll actually lose matchups if you play that vision game. That's why I told you level 1, right? If you face check a champion that can kill you, you move away from the brush immediately, right? Because you don't want to stay within the brush. And as you're kiting backward, the person kiting away when it comes to a brush game always loses. If they have no wards. Okay. So yeah. Keep that in mind. That's why you don't want to get near the brush.
Okay.
Okay, continue. Take our base. Head back to the lane. Beautiful. What's the next wave? Next wave is a cannon wave. Oh, he just shoved away, doesn't fucking matter. And then you pull the freeze. Okay, that's fine.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Yep, Pink's probably just gone.
Shut down.
I'd go Ward River right now as fast as possible. Oh, no, we saw Zakbot. Never mind. We saw Zakbot. It was one of them. Yep, so just do it. Yep, do that deep ward. I told you don't walk around like this is really newbie.
Okay.
Yep, and then you should have moved towards the blast plant immediately. At top, that's fine. Herald is... It is an option, but you do lose waves top if you go for it. Team fight, I said you had refill. So this is just team fighting now. I told you to ward the bush. Ward the damn brush. This bush right here. You need to ward it. Okay? You have to ward it. You have it. Syndra can ward it too, but someone has to ward it. Okay, you full all in. You got level 12. Why didn't you level your tumble? Mid fight. You need to level your tumble mid fight. Like you can't tell me like, oh, I'm focused on the fight. You need to do everything. You need to be a perfect player. Okay? You need to level up the tumble because now it reduces the tumble CD and you do more damage, right? And then the next thing, after you level up your tumble, and then you water the bush, and then you level up your tumble, you now need to pop a refill potion right when you take your first piece of damage. And that's all while doing everything that you already wanted to do, which is fight. Right? You have to... These things that I'm telling you is the details that you need to become a better player. Not a better Vayne player, a better League of Legends player. You have to be mindful of these things. Right? And this... like, if you leveled your Q, it could be the difference between you killing someone or not. Right here, you're standing still. You're looking like a gold player. Move. Walk. Right here. Orb walk. It's in video number 1 and 2. You want to move while you're autoing. So you're doing it right here. Good job. You're moving. You're moving while autoing. Okay, now you're rooted. Okay. Rooted. Okay, now move. Right? Why are we standing still? We should be moving towards the location that we know Ryze wants to run towards, which is the tower. You don't want to run here. That's stupid. Towards turret. You want to run here. Right? Something like that. You want to get closer to the Ryze so that you're at least building distance towards where he wants to go. The only time you don't do that is if you think Olaf's gonna full hard commit onto you, then you only move a little bit. You don't move all the way. But yeah, any questions here?
No.
Refill potion should be popped. Q should have been leveled up. You should be moving right now. The root's gone. Push mid. Rotate through Herald. Herald. Rotate top. Arch that wave. You can base if you want, or you can keep going because Udir's top. Optional, either or is fine. Fight. Okay. Fighting. Okay, you're always up in 7. That works. Should have tried to reset your Q though. Little things like this. Okay, now ult's up, now flashes up. I was keeping from the right. You should have went like this. So here's why. If Ryze walks up here and flashes, what do? You're dead, right?
Yeah.
You need to have the foresight to see this. So you need to go like this, so that if he flashes over the wall, you're over here. You standing hard right side. If he flashes, you're probably just dead. Ryze probably dies too, but why are you dying? You need to do everything. That's still the best move you can make. See, if he flashed over the wall, he would have got you. EW. Unless you want to bait that on purpose and you go invisible, right when he does that, then go for it. But I didn't see any intention to do something like that. Okay, they show up. Alt Q. Alt Q. Okay. Reposition. Start autoing. Auto. Got hit by the Saskio. Unlucky. Flash. Sag. Yep. The E wasn't required. But yeah, that's fine. Because you knew he already burned flash.
Damn. What could I have done better there in that team fight?
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you already know I told you to start positioning left, right? If you started positioning left, you'd be over here. Which...
I mean, with the team, yeah.
Okay, surprisingly, if you followed my advice, you actually would be you'd be in a worse position right now.
In a bad position, yeah.
But I would be in that position, okay? Because that's what I would think. That was I was thinking. Here's what I would do. I would have played for the Ryze. I'd be over here, okay? And then I would alt Q this way. Everyone, so I would be right here right now, okay? I'd be right here in this bush, no vision. I would alt Q. They think you're going this way, okay? You're not going this way. You're going this way. They're gonna run this way for a couple seconds, and look, all their eyes are that way. You will have Syndra assisting you from this angle, okay? And what's really important is you will have minions assisting you, and you'll be able to explode up on the Ryze over here. Alt Q this way. Explode on the Ryze from here. He has no angle to land Qs on you. And then, once they realize they have to turn, then you need to flash the Zac E. Okay? So you blow up on the Ryze. If you have good movement, you can dodge Zac E with just pure good movement once you move over here. Syndra's helping you the entire time. You're playing from here. And then the only next question is Jhin. What is Jhin up to? That's the next question. But yeah, that's how I would play that. So now let's go to your situation. So your situation is you're over here. We're over here. Okay, we dodge. I would alt, no Q. I would not Q at all. Alt, auto the Soraka. And then I would deal with the Jhin ult. Now, here's what I would do. So I'm here, autoing Soraka once or twice. Okay, now Jhin opens up with ult. You have two options. Jin's gonna ult this way, 100,000,000%, right? No questions asked. You have the option of tumbling this way for a second, then walking forward to try to break the auto off of Olaf. And then now hard juking right again for another Jin bullet to whiz past you. And then you would probably juke forward for the next Jin shot, which is going this way. Auto the Olaf. And then you'd hard tumble backwards, because the Jin would be fed up with you and shoot the Braum at this point. And then the fight would have migrated over here by now. And you'd be over here. And then once the Zac charges E, you will flash towards your MF, which is over here. And then the fight would have developed to about... The Braum would be here, the front line would be here, you're going to be here. Zac would start flying in, you'd flash here. MF would be around here to land E and ult, and then you just kite the Zac. That's how you'd play it.
Ghost Reaper.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if you even have the foresight to know where MF's coming from. Like, that's also an important detail. Because it feels like you did nothing. Like,
yeah.
You did nothing.
I could have done so much more.
Yep.
In that team fight for sure.
Beautiful tumble. Yeah, I guess the E was required. You live. Yep, then we just run bot lane.
Shut down.
Dragon, perfect. Rotate through mid, no one wants to catch top to Olaf, so it's your job, I guess.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Catch top, push
Team
top.
has slain the
Red will be there for someone, whether it's you or someone else. But the wave won't be there forever. Catch wave, rotate over. Help out the boys. Beautiful. Oh, so bad. You can't do that. You have to be very. You have to have a nice fluid movement towards the location. Good. Beautiful. 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 Beauty. Turn on Baron. The team took so long to turn on Baron, then brought me to base, which is really bad. Pop your refill here. You didn't pop it. You didn't dodge the Saskio either. And remember, you don't have to dodge the Saskio tumble. Dodge it with good movement. Okay? I'm so surprised. I was coaching a Master Tier player, and I was like, yeah, you dodge the Fiora Q with your Q. And then now I chase them. And then I was like, okay, dodge the Fiora W. And then they're like, I have no tumble. Okay, then fucking dodge it with good movement. Right? Like, you don't have to use tumble to dodge everything. You can dodge stuff with good movement. Right? So right there, you see the Saskio, right? He's gonna Q, you move downwards. That's it. And then now save the Q to reposition. And then boom, you hard chase forward. Once I saw the MFL, I'm like, go forward. Okay, then right here, I thought you saw Olaf at the corner of your eye. Like right here. Because there's a ward right here, right? Ward right here. We clearly see Olaf running past the ward, right? 100%. We see him turning left, right? We see him take a blast plant, okay? I'm like, okay, he saw the Olaf, right? So he knows what he's doing going into this blue buff. And then you didn't know what you were doing. You didn't, yeah.
And then I saw the ping though. I mean the war, but I was like, where did that come from? I'm like,
No.
everybody's low. Everybody's low. And honestly, like I didn't think it was the Olaf. I thought it was like the Soraka or something.
All you have to do is just AFK right here. You're fine. AFK.
And then he still had ult.
Omega level. Alright, beautiful. Look towards the Baron. If nothing happens, go mid, catch mid wave, then you can run bot or something. So, here's what I do. Oh, okay. You already see me do this all the time on stream. I do the alt Q engage, right? You can go here, alt Q. Don't alt Q from here. It's too tight. You see that? You can't Q. You have to create the space and alt Q. And why do I do this? You do this because they pretty much never see you. You don't even show up on the map until you're right beside them, right? And now you run them down. Now, that is how you execute that play. Now the next question is the play good? That's on you to decide, right? I told you Zac's bot side. You registered Zac was in bot side, so you don't have to go for the play, okay? But if you are going to go for that play, because whether the jungler's top side or you are confident you can 1v2 even if the jungler comes in, That's how you do it, right?
Okay.
Any questions there? That's called the
No.
Alt Q engage. Alt
Okay.
Q Ghost is played sometimes into it. If you're gonna do it the Ghost, you Ghost first. Then right when you enter the right just before you enter the vision of them, you ult then Q, so they never see you. You show up beside them, they're dead.
Okay. Gotta practice that one.
Yep. So you have to understand people's and minion ranges. People's range is longer than minions' line of sight, like the sight towards like how much they see, right? And then wards too, but wards you don't know if there's a ward there, except the blue trinket. Okay, you played this so terribly.
I was alright, on my defense, I was like lagging pretty hard.
Fair, that's fair, that's fair. Okay.
Not laggy, but it was just
Yeah, the FPS drop. Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
yeah.
Okay, so lag aside. Okay, lag aside. Let's look at it. Your positioning, like your positioning is fine. It doesn't matter where you position because the Zacky is gonna hit you. You're inside Zax's E zone of influence, no matter what, right? Well, if you're gonna touch the dragon. What's important is though, is when a Zack E's in, okay? The E cannot be changed, the location, right? Same as a Malphite ult. It cannot change. Like some champions can change the projectile, right? Flash. Like Gragas E flash, right? That can change. Shen E flash. But Zack E, he cannot change it. So, once the location has been determined, you know that is the spot. You need to dodge it. You didn't do anything. You didn't no tumble, no nothing. Like you shouldn't flash because it's the start of the fight. You should be tumbling. You should in your mind be okay. I'm entering the dragon. I'm entering Zack's zone of influence. It's very obvious he's charging it, right? No questions asked. What will I do when that time comes? MF in this case said I'm gonna flash, right? Which in my opinion that means she's out of position. MF should not be in that position in the first place. Even have to flash Zacky. But you can be. Why? Because you're Vayne. Right? You're Vayne. Okay, you can stand here. Okay, now tumble. Why didn't you tumble? Right? Maybe because you were lagging, I don't know. But yeah, you tumble there. But pretty much what ended up happening is you tanked the entire
combo.
Zack combo. The E, the Q, the alt, the W, everything. And then now finally you're fighting. Okay, now you're fighting. Okay.
Yeah, see, like I cancel so many hours.
Like right here. Now is when you might flash, right? Or, like obviously, here's the issue. I know what's going on in your mind. Your eyeballs are over here, okay? Your eyeball is not over here.
Yeah, I didn't see this. Yeah, on that E, I didn't see this.
Your eyeball is over here. Your eyeball's not over here. But in your mind, okay, you should know that Zack is gonna be charging up E again at some point. He's still alive, okay? He's not dead. So, like, this is how you have to think if you want to play like me. If my eyeball's over here, for me at least, I would have the foresight to hear and see that Zacky, because I am very mindful of the things that can kill me. Like, I'm mindful of Zacky. I'm not mindful of Rise Q. I really don't give a fuck about Rise Q, right? If it hits me or not, or like in terms of paying attention to it really heavily, right? The things I'm paying attention to is Jin W, Zack E, Zack Q. Those are the most important things in this game, right? And maybe Olaf Q, maybe. If I want to put my mind resources towards that. But right here, this should be. You should have the foresight to know that Zack's gonna E again, and you should be ready to tumble it or to have good movement. In team fights like this, people are desperate. You need to understand that. Humans get desperate in a team fight. So in team fights, people tend to do less predictions. Does that make sense? They will do more standard, straightforward gameplay that is as textbook as possible, which you can take advantage of if you are still thinking outside the box in team fight, as long as you're the one not desperate. Okay? So right here, you're not desperate at all. You're doing pretty standard team fight, right? Right now, if you know Zack, if you see the Zack E channel, it's a very straightforward Zack E. Except the issue was you tumbled right away. Now, should you have flash here? I'm not sure. That's up to you to decide, right? Are you willing to tank the Zacky? Or are you gonna flash it? Or should you have held your tumble so that it's ready to dodge the Zacky? I don't know. Fortunately, it wasn't like he full tank and he's really unfucking fed, but yeah. But I just feel like the entire fight was just played really poorly from you because you tanked an entire... Like, if you dodged the first Zaki, and you tanked the second Zaki, sure, I understand. But you got hit by the first Zaki, which is so obvious, and then you took his Q, then you took his ult, right? Because that's the result of getting hit by the Zac E, right? But yeah. That team fight was just very simple zone of influence concept. You're entering someone's range, and you know you're entering someone's range. What are you going to do about it? That's the question when you enter someone's range. Are you going to tank it, which is what you did, which is bad, or are you going to dodge it? Or are you going to condemn it? If you're playing Draven, are you going to E it? If it's Zac in this case, etc, etc. Damn, my boy. I see you.
Red team double kill.
Okay.
A summoner has disconnected.
Any questions about that game?
No, I'm good. Learning a lot
Okay.
for sure.
Okay. You watch me do this all the time. Yeah, I didn't see you do it a single time, by the way. But here's what you should do on base every single time before 20 minutes. If you're full HP, click towards top lane and buy your items in the time that your character is moving towards top. Does that make sense? So that like you sit in the base and you're like, oh, what do I buy today? Okay, I'm gonna click P. Okay, let's buy this item. Okay, let's now leave the base. Right? Meanwhile, I'm like done. That's me. I'm just like click base. All right, buy items. Okay, next up, switch from yellow to red yellow. Okay, and then I'm out. That's all in that fluid motion. And if you're really good at the game, oh, what's up?
I feel like you have a plan already. When you go back, like what to buy. I don't have it until I base. You know what I mean? So like I base and I'm like, all right, I have this much gold, I can buy this much stuff. You know what I mean? So like I feel like while you're basing, one of the things that you do is like you already have a plan on what to buy. So you know, it's very fluent.
But yeah, you need to do that pretty much. Then you do it.
Yep. I don't know about that.
Yeah, you start doing it. But yeah, in base, and then you already know the refill trick, right? You see me do all the time. Walk out, refill 80%, walk back, get the second refill, leave, and then tumble out, right? So there's a lot of little factors to look at. How much mana you have, gold. Did you level up for yellow, red, yellow? How do you want to use refill potion? Do you want to use it or not? Etc. Etc. There's a lot of little things where you have to stand if you need to wait for a bit more HP or mana. There's like that step just out of the last step of the fountain, right? You can stand it for HP. There's all those little things in base.
How many seconds cooldowns did you get from doing that switch?
5 to 10, mostly. Okay. Yeah, and it's a big difference. It is. Trust me. It's big.
Yeah. No.
Like being able to get the yellow like a little bit faster. You can do blue, red, blue, yellow, red, yellow, but don't ever do, if you're playing support, red, yellow, red. Don't ever do that. Okay. Don't ever do.
It puts it on
a higher cooldown. Yes. If it's red. So don't do red to something else, but you can do blue to back to blue. You can do yellow back to yellow, but never red to red back to red. And a side note is if you have Cosmic Insight or Ingenious Hunter, don't do it at all. Don't touch this stuff. Just delete this from your memory if you have Ingenious Hunter or Cosmic Insight. Okay?
Okay.
Delete this from your memory. Do you know why though?
No.
It's because Ingenious Hunter lowers your item trinket cooldown, and Cosmic Insight lowers your lowers it. So when you place the ward, it's already at its lowest cooldown. Your cooldown will go up if you do it. Yellow, red to yellow. When you have Ingenious Hunter or Cosmic Insight.
Okay.
You see that?
So it doesn't lower it, right? It doesn't lower it any lower than the.
Yeah, you can't lower it any lower than what it's already lowered.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't do that if you have. And sometimes you do actually run Ingenious Hunter. Like, I'm not joking. You will, because you have to. When you see Warwick matchups or Malzahar matchups, you're going to building QSS, right? So you'll run Taste of Blood, Ingenious Hunter. And then you have to know to not do that. And sometimes I like to troll on stream. I'll go Cosmic Insight, then I have to know not to do it, right? And then if you're playing any other champion that isn't Vayne, you need to know that too, right? Because you're not just doing this on Vayne. You're doing this on other champions. Top lane. You could be playing Camille. Same thing, right?
Right.
You're switching yellow, red to yellow. It's the same thing.
Right.
Okay, let's continue on. Zone of influence, like you already understand the concept. It's pretty much scripting. You should know people's ranges, how fast it travels. You watched the video, I know. You know you are entering someone's range because you have to. Because you have to for various reasons. What are you going to do about it when they fire said ability? It's very straightforward, right? The question was, if Zach is going to charge his E and shoot it, what are you going to do about it? That's what the game asked you, right? And you said, I'm going to tank it. And you were fine because he wasn't fed, right? He wasn't full AP. So you were fine. But you shouldn't tank that. You should focus on the biggest things. What's the biggest thing? Zaki, I told you, right? Jin W. Maybe Olaf Q. And if you're really good at the game, you can worry about Rise EW if you're really good. In terms of going invisible right as he shoots the E so his W doesn't go off. If you really care about that. But yeah, you get the point, right? So Zone of Influence is a very straightforward concept. You already watched the video. And yeah, I think you actually did a lot better in that Olaf game. Wave management, I kind of trolled you a couple times, but it got masked by Olaf inting, so you got bailed out by Olaf running it down, being stupid once. And then you were able to get a lead on that lane, which is really good. Let me give you this. You already have the other ones. Do you have any questions about anything I've talked about at all?
No, not so far.
All right.
Probably in the future, but
yeah, let's do some 1v1s. You have time left.
yeah, sure. So I think like one of my biggest matchup problems is the Aatrox matchup.
All right, let's play it. I'll go blue side, then I'll go red side. Did you get the invite? I'm gonna run. So I'm supposed to run Arcane. I'm gonna run Arcane. Okay. I'm gonna play for Omega counter.
So for this matchup, oh, 1 second. So presence of mind, right, for this matchup as well.
Lethal Presence, Alacrity, Last Stand, or Coup de Grace. It's optional, either or. And then you would go Conditioning, Overgrowth. But since we're in a 1v1, go Bone Plating and Unflinching. Bone Plating, Unflinching is... I personally think Bone Plating is terrible into Aatrox. Don't run into Aatrox, but just run it for the 1v1, okay?
Okay.
But
then
in a real
Ignite,
game,
right?
Conditioning. Flash Ignite or Flash Ghost. I personally run Flash Ghost nowadays. I don't run Ignite anymore into Aatrox. I'm confident in the matchup.
Okay.
But if you're unconfident, you can run Flash Ignite.
Yeah.
This matchup is all about, in high elo, calling the Q bluff. So what a lot of high elo Aatroxes do once they catch on is they will Q, right? But most Aatroxes will Q 1 plus E, right? To reach you and hit you, right?
Right.
But what a lot of Aatroxes will do in high elo is they will Q1 and not E. And they will make you Q. And then now when you Q, they can now walk up and Q2 plus E and hit you, right? Because you can't reset your Q. So that's why if you ever watch me on a high elo play against Aatrox, you'll watch me stand there like an idiot and they Q1 plus E, right? And then I just get hit. So don't be like, Saskio, why are you so stupid? I'm playing a game with the enemy top lane, right? Because if I call the bluff and he Q1s, no E, and I don't Q at all, now I can walk up to him and auto him, and no matter what he does, Q2 plus E, I will dodge it. Because I will always tumble Q2. Right?
Okay.
And then if he actually does do Q2 plus E and I tumble it, I win. Because now I chase forward, proc W, and run. So that's like the mind game that I'm playing with high elo Aatroxes. In your elo, they're gonna Q1 plus E every single time. Okay? And then on the 4th time, they won't do it because they'll learn. So that's the scary thing, right? Whoever you're playing against will learn that you're tumbling Q1 plus E every single time. So then they will not do it. So you have to adapt. Okay?
So what? Yeah. Okay.
Little things. Little things. So yeah.
Okay.
So that's the game I'm playing. I'm not sure what game you'll be playing. You'll probably be just playing versus Q1 plus E every single time. For like 4 or 5 times until they adapt. There's like a lot of little tiny details to this matchup that takes hundreds of games to pick up on. And welcome to Vayne, by the way, if I haven't said that already.
Would you... Okay. Would you queue forward maybe then?
No, you
Like
never
when
keep
you...
forward. Very
No?
rarely. Yeah, very rarely.
Okay.
Bad positioning. You lose. You don't win. Very bad. And you lost the lane, pretty much. Why am I
So
not
I
level
should have
2?
I should have tumbled on the side, not fuck yeah.
No, you're griefing. What you did level 1. That's just absolute grief. Tumbling into me. You don't tumble like that unless you like I have no Q.
Unless you have no Q.
Yep. Oh, I'm griefing. Oh my god. So the first, I leave the game. So the first Q. So first of all, my first ever Q, you were just out of position. You were just griefing your positioning, no matter what. The second rotation, when you tumbled towards me, that was just like. Here's the thing: is you weren't tumbling towards me. You tumbled towards me to suck my dick. Like you were like on my character, pretty much. I don't know why.
Because
I
alright,
don't know
so
what you're thinking.
I was like in a position that I feel that like even if I cube like backwards, like away from you, that Q would still hit. So that's why I queued into you.
For the
Does that make
Q2,
sense?
at that point we're on Q2, right? We're on Q2 for Aatrox at least. So for Aatrox, there's 2 ways you can play Q2. You can perfectly space it for level 1 at least. Sometimes what you did is correct, by the way. Maybe at level like 14 or 15, right? Because you're not getting hit by Q2 sweet spot, right? Which means you're forced to condemn when the Q3 comes down. But what you have to do instead is either you space the Q2 perfectly, or you have to make the Aatrox Q2 on one side completely, then full hard juke to the other side. It's like full hard juking a Camille W, right? If you're able to juke to the right or left of the Camille W and still be in range to auto her. Does that make sense? So,
Okay.
but what you did was you tumbled like behind me, and I'm like, oh, he lost. He lost the lane. It's over. Because I was able to land Q2, and then I was able to auto you, and then land Q3, and then it's just doomed.
So for this matchup, I have to be mindful of the spacing.
Yes, very, very mindful. You have to play perfectly 7 times to beat him. It's around 6 or 7 times to beat this matchup. And then you have to like maybe only get hit once or twice. If you get hit more than 3 times, that means you're only even with him, which is really bad.
Okay.
And may I say it again? Welcome to Vayne.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
What you should do right now is hide in bush number 2. When I walk up like a noob, auto me 1 time and then reset the aggression. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, I'm seeing there.
I'll act like a gold player. And then this is normally when they don't leash. When they leash, you'll still stand in bush 2 or 3. But then you'll probably just end up focusing CS because if you hit them, you'll lose minions.
If you are not a gold player, you'll be sitting on your bush, or you'll be walking to.
I'll be sitting on wave in high elo. No, not because I'm low heal or high elo. It's because I'm a streamer with low delay. That's why.
Okay.
Yes, and I don't want to get omega cheesed, right? Like they're watching my stream and then they know where I am.
But I mean, since on a regular high elo.
A regular high elo, if I'm not streaming, I'd walk into bush number 2 every time.
Okay.
Pray, fool. You face a darken.
Give me bush control. Let's go.
Ooh.
Ooh. My boy, you're getting demolished. Nice, beautiful. A little bit cleaner. Nice. And then right
So
here,
I would base here,
you
right?
can, yeah, you can if you want. Fine.
I mean,
Or you can stay. Either or is fine.
yeah, my FPS is down to the ground.
Yeah, wait, you're not even streaming. Oh, you're still recording though.
uh,
Ooh, okay. A little bit cleaner.
uh,
Very nice. A lot cleaner. Ignite diff, ignite diff. Leave the game. A lot cleaner, not bad. Let's do another one.
okay.
Feeling good?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe let's do the Fiora matchup, maybe?
Sure. I'll go blue
Okay.
side again. If you're gonna crash on wave 3 in base though, you have to do it faster. You're kind of slow in it. Like start
Yeah, no, like,
Omega hard shoving wave 3, yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't know if we were just like playing
Oh.
that level
Yeah,
1.
yeah, you can base if you want. But you can
Okay,
also
okay.
stay too. If you're gonna stay, you generally want to hold wave 3 as long as possible and wait for wave 4, then crash. But you have to make sure you ward on wave 2. But in a 1v1, I guess you don't have to ward.
Okay.
I'll put the Fiora. Do you want me to run the proper runes for Fiora for killing Vayne? Or do you want me to run what a noob would run?
Yeah, no. Let's
Okay.
go for the kill.
Flash, Ignite, PTA. Presence, Alacrity, Coup de Grace. And then Bone, Unflinching is what I'm running.
For the Fiora, then you run the same thing, right? Basically.
Yeah, Lethal, Presence, Alacrity, Last Stand, or Coup de Grace. And then you run Conditioning, Overgrowth, or Unflinching. Unflinching is viable too. But in a 1v1, run Bone Plating. And then choose between Unflinching or Overgrowth. I'd probably run Unflinching since it's still 1v1. Attack Speed, Adaptive, Armor. Sometimes HP Shard if you want. If you have a
Okay.
big D. Alright. D-Blade. And I'm going in. We going hard.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
I have Mastery 6 on Fiora. You better be afraid, boy.
All right, let's do it.
Minions have spawned.
You have already lost.
What's the well? Obviously Vayne, but what's like your highest mastery point peak?
Heist, probably Nidalee, if Mastery was a thing back in the day.
In more ways than one.
If it was a thing, yeah. But then after that, Kaisa. Ooh, I saw that sneak in. Nice. Very nice. Nice. Good job.
Runs and through.
Whoa!
Oh
boy!
boy! What happened? What happened?
Let's go. Okay, I'm impressed. Good job. Shout out to you. Let's go.
Did you leave?
Very nice. Yeah, I left again. Yeah.
Alright.
Very nice. That's impressive. Good job. Good job. That's what I
Okay.
like to see. You predicted 2 Qs, which is good. And what happened, by the way, is very realistic to happen in another game. Where I will miss up like 2 Qs. Like that's what you do. You play perfectly 2 or 3 times, and then if they ever try to full all on you, you can all in them back like that. What you just did, which is really nice. I like that. Good. All right, we'll do one
Okay.
more.
What? All right. For my last one, let's do the Jax.
Okay. I'll run TP. No, I'll run Ghost. I think they're all running Ghost nowadays. Flash Ghost for this matchup.
Okay.
And then I will run.
Yeah, I think I ran
PTA.
close too.
Very nice. Oh yeah, you run Ghost too, yeah. And run Lethal Tempo. It's Lethal, Presence, Alacrity, Last Stand, or Coup, and then it's... Bone Plating is actually viable in this matchup, straight up. Like, actually in a real game. And then
Okay.
Unflinching. I prefer Conditioning, but I'm just saying it is viable if you want to run Bone Plating. Because
Okay.
it's a high likelihood he procs the Bone Plating and it actually hits you more, so then the Bone Plating can absorb it.
It's on. Bring it on.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
Also, don't forget, when it comes to the Jax Q damage, Jax can click his W, and then his W will go into the Q damage. So that's why I remember that one time I told you, if you remember when he was chasing you, I was like, if you turn on him, you can tank the Q and then dodge the auto. That's not possible because he will load up the W damage into the Q damage. Don't forget that.
Okay.
That's how it works. But if they don't do that, they can auto then W immediately. But then their Q will be really weak in terms of damage. But these are just mechanics you need to know. So that sometimes you're willing to tank the Q damage, right? But sometimes you're low enough where if he loads up the W with Q, you're dead.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Surprise! I'm back.
Get him, minions! Get him!
Surprise! I'm back.
Oh, you didn't call it. If you were to turn around and hit me once, that'd have been W.
Oh, I'm trolling. Okay.
Bye. Bye. Bye, HP. You forgot I have a second cooldown. Bye, Flash. I'm not gonna Flash. You are Omega trolling. Ooh.
All right. There you go. All
Ooh,
right.
Okay.
I made up. I made up for it.
Okay.
Now it's my
All right.
Bye. Alright, GG. We'll do one more. Let's do one more. You wanna do Jackson?
All right.
I'll do
Yeah.
Blue
Yeah.
Star?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do Jax.
Ooh, the level. You forgot about the 7th minion. You're forgetting about these
Yes.
simple things about the lane.
Ah.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
And each Jax runs different things. Some do LT. I'll do LT this time. I'll change it up. That was PTA last round. They do Conquer. They do LT. I've seen Fleet before. That's an angle. I Grasp is common, but for the most part, it won't matter too much, no matter what they change.
Like, is it the playstyle the same, or do they play tier
The champion is still fundamentally the same, but you do have to keep in mind if he does have LT, that is the most important one to keep in track of. If he has LT, is that
he's going for the kill?
that means on 6 autos he will have extra range. You have to keep that in mind. And then all the spacing and tethering stuff kind of goes out the window because you have to just run away. Because his range is really far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me at 'em.
Fleet of footwork, keep in mind he gets a lot of movement speed. If he autos a minion, then he can run towards you, right? And if he jumps on you and then autos a fleet auto on you while he jumps on you, right? You're fucked. You'll never escape. Because the movement speed is way too much. As long as they don't input a attack command, as long as they input an attack command, then a movement command after to keep up with you, then you're fucked. But fleets is very, very rare. PTA, nothing crazy. Just try not to get triple procced. Grass
So for fleet,
is
for fleet, like, what do I need to keep track on?
keep track of his fleet
His fleet.
if it's
much?
available or not. Yep. If it's available, wait until he procs it, then you can walk up. Let him proc it. Let the movement speed die out a little bit, then you can walk up if you want. Once the movement speed has died out. And then grasp, you don't have to worry about anything. And then PTA, you don't have to worry about anything. Just make sure you don't fuck up your spacing tethering game. Let him proc it. Because it's like for the next like 7 seconds, he does 12% more damage or 9%, something like that. I don't know. And then he'll jump on you again, and you take a lot more damage.
Okay.
And I don't think there's any other ruin. Unseal spellbook, maybe? I'm not sure.
That sounds like a headache. The fleet.
Yeah, but I don't. They rarely run that. It's not recommended, so you won't see it very often.
Okay.
The most common will be grasp and LT, and sometimes conquer. You don't have to worry about shit. You're fine. There's nothing to worry about.
I'm
Okay.
back.
Not bad. 1 auto on the turn back.
It's on. Now it's my turn.
Nice. You caught 1 auto. The best situation you can get for you fucking up to level 2. Not bad. I didn't even put a single attack command. That's why I caught you. This little thing.
Bring it on.
Ooh, okay. 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 You actually could have all me there with Ghost. I would have died. I have no mana.
Yeah.
65 mana for jump.
Okay.
Yep.
I was wondering if you had enough
Yep.
mana for
Nothing.
full combo.
Ready for battle.
Perfect. Shave the wave so it pushes towards you and then base. Beautiful. Good League of Legends. Maybe shave another melee next time. I think that'd have been good. It's gonna finish a little
Okay.
bit fast. Yeah. It's still fine, but I think one more melee would have been really safe. Your goal is to shave it enough, if possible, so that it holds the freeze. You shave it enough where it doesn't hold the freeze, it's gonna crash, but you'll still get back in time to catch it all, right? But the first option is way better, if possible.
Touch.
And it was possible, so you were able to do it. Not bad.
Now if I can just
Come on,
Nice up.
Millies, get in there. Get into the tower range. Push back.
Surprise! I'm back.
Keep in mind, I have boots. Take note of this. That means my movement speed is 375.
I'm back.
Yours is
Okay.
still 330. I suggest boots rush. Just a
Okay.
suggestion, yeah. So I can input an auto attack command and I'll still catch you maybe with this much movement speed. If I'm running towards you.
Let me at 'em.
Oh,
Ooh, you were thinking
I
about it,
missed
huh?
that. Yeah, I missed that.
You have a big wave, which you could have done it, yeah. Even if I QW'd onto you, you would still kite back and I would stop chasing at some point. Because the wave's too big.
Yeah, no, I would have died there, right? Possibly on a second jump.
I don't know why you flashed so fast.
Here comes the flash.
Don't need it. You sure you want to keep chasing, brother?
I'll take the L.
Oh, I fucked up the wave. Oops. Good for you. Bad for me.
Surprise! I'm back.
It's-
Wait, did I?
I think I'll stay there.
Come on, kill. No, I fucked it up. I killed. I eat the cannon. I should have left. it.
Yeah.
Let me at 'em.
And you start to pick up little tendencies on the waves like that, on how much you need to kill, and all those little details, because it
Uh-huh.
matters which way the wave's going. It changes everything about the game.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Now you can't reset your Q.
It's on.
Oh, feels good, man. One mistake, your entire HP
Oh.
bar is gone.
God damn.
Wait, did I fuck up? Oh mega lol! I fucked up.
What are those boots, bro? What happened?
In the game. I forgot, by the way, on Jax, you're supposed to jump on someone, then I ulted first. Oops.
Okay, but that's still like
but
on a regular game, I would have
Yeah.
been fucked.
Yep, you
Probably.
didn't fuck. Yep.
Yeah.
All
Alright.
right. Do you have any questions about our entire coaching session?